Facebook, what's going on? YouTube, what's happening? Once again, we at it again, man. We got our Speak On It podcast, and we live, man. We live and in color right here. Tonight, man, we got a special guest. I'm excited. We got a special guest, one of my childhood friends, and who I got in the game with, my boy O.Z. He's gonna be coming on in a little bit. Man, and our subject after that, we're gonna talk about, marriage. Is it worth it nowadays to get married? To the way the world is, and you got a 50% divorce rate. Is it worth getting married today, man? And we're gonna talk about that today, man. In a few minutes, my homie, my friend of mine, O.Z, he gonna be dropping. And we're gonna talk with him in a little bit, man, and we're gonna get this thing cracking. Man, I want to start off with the news, man. It just came through the bulletin through People magazine that welcome to Sweetie Pie star Tim Norman sentenced to life in prison for his nephew's murder. And it says Norman, 43. Was found guilty last September of conspiracy to commit murder for hire, and conspiracy to commit mail and wire fraud in the fatal shooting of 20-year-old Andre Montgomery on March 14, 2016, according to press release from the U.S. Attorney's Office, East District of Missouri. Norman appeared in court with Montgomery on OWN's network, Welcome to Sweetie Pie, which documented the family's soul food business for 9 seasons from 2011 to 2018, man. That is unfortunate, man, that his uncle, plotted a murder for hire and actually killing the young boy for insurance on him, man. And that's sad and unfortunate, man, that happened to the young man. Also, man, we want to talk about, man, Kanye. Kanye has confirmed that Kanye West will sell the last $500 million worth of Yeezys. With Adidas. The deal wasn't necessarily solidified as far as is he going to return or is he going to make a new line? But we know that Kanye West, the Yeezys, everybody bought
Yeezys because of Kanye. We know Kanye is a visionary. Kanye broke into the fashion space. Everything that he said he was going to do, he did it. They called Kanye crazy. They did all types of things to Kanye, but Kanye put his uh, pedal to the metal. He uh, he put he just got on his grind, man, and he built an empire that got him up to 6.1 billion in net worth. And of course, that fell down to $400 million after he made some anti-Semitic remarks that caused the sever ties of Adidas and other lines to sever ties with Kanye West in the future. But he will be able to sell the remainder 500 million. How the split gonna go, I don't know. But they said that Adidas, the Yeezys surged since that remark. Adidas surged 30% as far as with the Yeezy sales. It surged 30%. So, and a lot of people that bought the Yeezys didn't know that Kanye West made these type of remarks. Man, we're gonna keep Kanye in our prayers. I like Kanye personally. I think Kanye's a genius. I think when his mother transitioned, man, that sent him on a different course. And him with the medication and different things of that nature, man, we can go all day with that. But he's I pray to Almighty God a lot. He does better, as an individual, and he get his just due. He can recover those monies that he had. Now 400 million ain't bad neither. Kanye West ain't really hurting for money. I think he moved to Africa, South Africa, with his girlfriend. I forgot the young lady's name. She was a Yeezy designer, and they ended up getting married. Ironically, she looked similar to Kim Kardashian, his ex-wife. We just wish him well, man, and I hope and wish for the best for my brother. Also, man, Kodak Black, man, he back in jail. They issued a warrant for him, man. And because he tested positive for fentanyl, and he's back in court, man. When Donald Trump set him free or gave him a pardon before he left, man, he back in court. So it said rapper Kodak Black ordered to attend drug rehab after allegedly testing positive for fentanyl. And it said Broward County Judge Barbara Daffy said artist whose real name is Bill Capri could remain free until March 7, allowing him to perform all the Rolling Loud music festivals near Los Angeles over the weekend. NBC South Florida reported. And it said Florida George ordered rapper on Tuesday to attend a drug rehab for 30 days after allegedly testing positive for fentanyl in violation of his bail term. Broward County Judge Barbara Daffy said the artist, whose real name was Bill Capri, could remain for 7 months. The 25-year-old performer's lawyer, Bradford Cohen, suggested that the artist's sample or paperwork could be have been mixed up with someone else's on the outlet that's reported. Now he was saying that what happened to him, him testing positive could be a mistake. The paperwork could just be tested as a mistake because he was saying that he didn't take any fentanyl, but he said he tested positive. So in the work, went from there. So Kodak Black had failed to show up for a scheduled drug test on February 3rd before taking one on February 8th, which came back positive for fentanyl, according to Broward County office. The Super Gremlin artist had been freed on bail in a drug case. So we just gonna keep that ear to the ground and get that going, man, and on that, and hopefully Kodak Black will shake back. These new artists, man, they different, and they bringing some different energy to the game. Man, and Kodak Black, he's one of the heavy hitters in the game right now. So we're gonna kind of we'll keep you posted on what's going on with that. Man, we're gonna talk about, is marriage worth it? Is it worth getting married today, man? Me personally, I wish I would have got married earlier in life. And because the way the world is nowadays, you need somebody in your life if you don't have somebody in your life, man. Each and every one of us needs somebody in our life because this world it's a difficult place to fight when you fight it by yourself. And you need somebody by your side to really help you maintain this life and keep yourself moving. And when we do that, I know that it's a good thing to have somebody by your side that love and care about you, man. Because we can't live in this life, and human beings wasn't designed to live alone. So we wasn't designed to live alone. I believe the institution of marriage, and it's really just a rhetorical question because God Himself instituted marriage for strong families, and we have a bad taste in our mouth for marriage because of the infidelity. You got 50% divorce rate in America. Now, we looked all over the world, and I did some research dealing with marriage, and they said that arranged marriages, the divorce rate in arranged marriages is 4%. 4% divorce rate. And I would think that a person that's, you arrange marriage, you're trying to force somebody to love one another, but that's not necessarily the case. A lot of times when you, like I reiterated before, a lot of times when you're dealing with arranged marriages, these could be little children, and these two families agreeing that this boy and this girl is going to grow up to be married. And some people in the science of mating, one thing that the black man have not been taught in America is the science of mating, is that families marry on to families. They bequeath one another to carry the bloodline on. So they don't just marry just anybody. They pick and choose, and they bequeath those individuals in the family they're going to marry to move their family forward. And we see an example to that in England with Prince Charles, and how the family has moved through time in rulership in the monarch. Those are blood ties that you have within the monarch. Now you're dealing with Harry and you're dealing with his wife. That's a whole different situation within itself. But the rulership in England, of course, we know it was white men and women up to this point, and we can see, that tide is kind of changing with the new rulership that's coming in. You got Prince Charles III. His mother, Queen Elizabeth, passed away a couple years ago, so he's assumed the throne. And the next one in line is not Prince Harry, but his brother, Prince William. So it's going to be a newer breed, a newer generation of royals. And in an organization, when you're dealing with the science of an organization and moving the organization forward, you got to have young people in that. You got to have young people in to move the organization forward. Because a lot of times, even in the church, you can see that the church is starting to age. You got a lot of young people starting to come back to church. But when you see a church where a lot of the parishioners or the congregation is older, there's no real life in the church. You have to have young people to come to church to move it forward. And you have to have that in order to sustain that idea. So in relationships and marriage and having someone in your life, you have to reproduce yourself. Now, in some cases, you can't have children, or you didn't have children. You got stepchildren. And with that, you got a good relationship with your stepchildren. You could put your mind in that individual. Move that individual, put your mind in that individual, and that individual carries your idea and move it forward on what my stepdad taught me or my stepmom taught me, the values of that was taught to me by my stepdad and stepmom. So with marriage, man, we're going to look at that tonight. We're going to go into it, man, and we're going to move forward with that, man. So that's what we're doing tonight, man. We're going to have OZ. OZ is one of my partners, man. We've been knowing each other since 1987, 88. And we did music together. We met on the premise of music. We went to school together. We went to Carroll High. We went to Carroll Junior High, Carroll High School. We graduated together, graduated in the same class. Music, man, we learned the process of recording music. We fought in the streets together. We had fun as youngsters together. And I just want to highlight individuals in the 318, not just in Monroe, but all in the surrounding areas. Because we decided, DJ Black and myself decided that we want to highlight these artists to give them and shed light on them. Because a lot of times, man, we can throw people away and we forget about them. So our job as individuals is to let the young generation know what we did when we were coming up. And I think that's a good thing to do, is to have our generation teach the younger generation, because right now the younger generation don't respect us. And the reason why the young generation don't respect their elders is because we haven't really shown them anything. And as individuals, we have to, as our generation, we got to prepare the next generation. And if we fail to do that, man, they'll never have respect for us. And the younger generation, they come into a world of technology. My generation, Generation X, what they call it, social science, man, we were on the cusp of technology. We were on the cusp of, and we saw cell phones come into existence. We remember when computers were $10,000. I remember when I used to sell, used to work at basically Best Buy in Monroe when it was TVs was $7,000. And then the big ones were $15,000. Now you can get a flat screen TV for $200-$300. Baby boy, what's going on?
Whoa, what's up?
What up with it? What up with it? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I got my homeboy in here. Man, he's a rap connoisseur. We've been in this game, and we brothers from this is my brother from another mother. Man, we've been knowing each other since what's up, Joe? We've been knowing each other, man, since 87 and 88. Man, and we've been rocking ever since then, man. And I want to just welcome you here, bro. We're doing this to showcase you, man, show you some love. And we're going to show the legends of 318 and show them some love, man, and let them know, man, we got love for them, man. Even though I'm here in Dallas, man, it was storming, bro. I thought a tornado was going to hit, man. The lights came on.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. We thought they had a tornado. I think they had a tornado watch in Central Texas.
Okay.
So we gonna get right into it, bro.
Yes,
man, what's up with you, baby boy?
Hey, man, I'm all good. I've been feeling a little bit under the weather, but it's all good though.
Yeah.
That's weather changed so quick in Louisiana, man.
Yeah, man. How the weather out there, man?
It was lovely today, though. You know what I'm saying? Had a little rain early, warmed up, breezes come through, it changed quick,
Yeah, man. It do, bro. In Texas, bro, it be 4 seasons damn near every day. In the morning time, it can be cold. By 1 o'clock, it's gonna be hot. By 4, it's gonna drop down to 15, and then the next morning it can be 80. So it's crazy out here, man. But I love it out here. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get right to it, because I know you's a busy man. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get right to it, man. Yeah. So hold on one second, man. We got Tommaso right here, man. From Bastrop. So I know y'all know each other. I know y'all know each other. Hey, could you hear us, Tommaso?
We can't hear you though right now.
Yeah. Okay. Just adjust your audio, Maso. Yeah, adjust your audio a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Okay, for sure. All right, yeah, but yeah, so we doing that, man. So we just wanna go to the beginning, man. When I met you, man, we gonna ask this first, man.
What's
What
up?
what just got you? What got you started? Just in the game, just got you started rapping. What got you interested in that, man? What got you interested in the game?
That's a question for me or Matsu.
You.
Uh, basically, I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
If I remember, it was like it was about when I was in sixth grade.
Right.
Back then, it was me and Superior Tony D. Was saying how it happened was I was always listening to Run DMC.
Right.
And my cousin and stuff, and them, they kept me with new music, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause they was in the army, they always sent me stuff from overseas, sent me
Mm-hmm.
jewelry and all
Right.
that. My cousin Terry, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
made rest
Terry.
in
Yeah.
peace. Yeah, he
Oh man,
always
he
kept me.
transitioned. When did he transition, bro?
Man, bro, it's a long story on that.
Okay, all right, all
Uh,
right. That's a
yeah,
whole nother. We'll chop it up on that. But go
yeah.
ahead.
He kept me into it. Some y'all type of music from New York that we ain't held down here in Louisiana. When he come back home to visit, he bring all different type of cassette tapes back. So I had a lot of music beforehand. And so Run DMC really, it go way back to Grandmaster Flash Furious 5 and all that, but Run
Right.
DMC came kind of different.
Man, they came
So
different, bro.
and I remember coming from fifth grade, into that summer. Me and Tony D started dibbling down with rapping and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I always play Run DMC and we'll rap off Rock's Box, you know what I'm saying? The last in a Rock's Box.
Right, right, right,
The
right,
King of Rock. And
right,
so we started like that, man, and doing just freestyles off where we always wrote our own stuff, and the teachers was amazed. These little
right,
kids doing this, and rap was like taboo then, you know what I'm saying? Nobody know
right,
nothing
right,
about
right,
it.
right,
Yeah, that's
right.
how it really
Man,
kind of jumped off right there.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Now I
Yes,
know
sir.
that Chuck was in the group. When I met y'all, man, I met y'all at the Boys Club, and we
No,
had
no,
a
no,
we had a
yeah, you forgot about
we
that. You
that
forgot
talent
about that
show.
when
Hey,
the
we
boys
had it.
club, let me correct you on that one, man.
Yeah, we was at
We
the
was at
Boys Club.
we was at Kid
Yeah,
Fresh crib.
Kid Fresh
We was
Crib,
at Kid Fresh crib a little bit later
yeah,
on in the year. Y'all was walking down the street with a keyboard.
right. But I saw y'all at you Chuck, y'all was a Rap Crash crew. You and
Yeah,
Chuck
yeah.
did a show at the Boys Club. It was a lip sync, and I was LL Cool J, and I remember seeing y'all, and I
Mm,
never seen nobody with the turntables. And what's the name had the SV 1200s, Technique 1200s.
mm-hmm.
Kid Fresh did had the Technique 1200s,
Yes, sir.
and that's when I saw y'all, peak y'all, and piqued my interest. And then I seen y'all again walking up the street with the keyboard, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
how we
yeah,
linked up.
yeah.
So how did you
Okay.
meet Chuck? How did you meet Chuck, man?
Man, that go way beyond rap. You know what I'm saying? We come up on the same street together.
Okay,
That go way beyond. He stayed on the other end of our street. I stayed on the other end. I mean, we always knew each other. We really didn't talk too much at first. He, a little bit old, a couple years older as all, but
right,
you know, uh, basically, kind of the streets brought us together. You know what I'm saying? Because
right,
a lot of that's back in the gap. Thugs out there. You know what I'm saying? This and that. So
right.
I was like a kid. You know what I'm saying? Playing with a couple of my partners, how we do out here in the streets, and one of his partners, I ain't gonna say the name, used to
Yeah,
always mess with me. You know what I'm saying? Try to jack my bike and stuff like that.
right,
So,
right, right, right.
Chuck really remember, we know each other from the same street. So he kind of told old boy, man, nah, you know what I'm saying? Don't mess with him, bro. This and that, you know what I'm saying? But old boy, he'll come mess with me every blue moon, blue moon, blue moon, you know what I'm saying? So I had to hold my ground
Right,
as a little kid. And
right,
that's how
right,
me and
right,
Chuck
right.
really got cool. Yeah.
For sure, man. So when I came in the picture, so it had to be in the early
Uh,
'80s that happened, and I came in the picture,
I
and
probably, I
we just
probably knew
started.
him
Yeah,
we probably knew each other
yeah,
from the 70s.
right, right,
From
right,
the
right,
70s.
right. So it's been a minute, man. So that's dope. Yeah, so we kind of laying the foundation. If y'all just tuning in, man, we talking to Old Point Z. We talking to the CEO of Third Felony Records. He was formerly of Eastgate Posse, EGP for life. He's my partner. He's my brother from another mother. Man, we got Duty Rock, my homie from Bastrop. He's one of the legends. We're gonna be interviewing him soon. Dewey, you wanna ask him some questions, man?
What up, Dewey? Kind of low. Can't hear you that good.
I think, when did you decide you need to take music serious?
Yeah. Can't hear you that good, man.
What'd you say, Dewey?
When did you decide to take music serious?
Take somebody in the city? What'd you say, Dewey?
When did he decide to take music serious?
Okay.
When did you decide to take music serious?
Yeah.
Basically, it was always serious from the jump. 'Cause like I said, wasn't nobody doing it, you know. Like I say, it's just happened. Me and Tony D, Superior Tony D, we started. Like I say, I think that summer going in the 6th grade or something, but it was serious from the jump.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So let me ask this. So how many years y'all were in when I met you?
Let's see. We met in what? High school, I think. It was in high school. Junior high.
School. Yeah.
8th grade, 7th grade. I can't remember that one.
7th grade.
I mean, a little bit after then, you know what I'm saying? Because I started making my own music and a little bit later on in 7th grade, you know. And
okay.
So you know, right up in there. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And we kind of get a foundation, so we want to just get your background. That's why we kind of asking these certain questions. Let
know how
you got out. You want to ask another? You want to get another question in, man?
Yeah. What's the main advice you can give for some of these new artists coming out?
The main advice, what?
Right. You can give to some of these new artists coming out.
Man, you know, just be honest with everybody, man. Done this for so long, man. And now that I've grown and got wiser, if I want to do anything, I'm just gonna do it. I mean, I know how the game go. It takes money to do anything, basically. So I'll give you some real trill issue here. If I had a chance to do a few things over, what I would do when I went to Georgia, stayed out there, went out there and visited Georgia, Atlanta a couple times, and I heard the music out there, especially when we was doing it. And I was thinking like, man, I'm in the A, I'm in the A.
Yeah.
But I listened to the radio. There's some cats out there were stronger than we were,
Right.
So then it kind of dawned on me, man. I just take my money. I'll call any radio station that I want to drop in. But I know pretty soon I'm gonna have to have a product out there. So I'm gonna call the radio station, the hottest one, I'm asking how much for a commercial. Well, they're gonna say, well, you can get a 30-minute commercial, da. Well, my song that I'm put on the commercial is 3 minutes and 45 seconds. I want 3 minutes and 45 seconds. How much does that cost? Then they're gonna tell me, so I got to get the loop up for how many times I want my issue played. And I'm gonna stuff it in the public ear. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because everybody heard a song that they don't like and radio play it. Then next thing you know, you like it.
Right.
So I just take the game by force. You know what I'm saying? Just like that.
Right. So you'll just tell the youngsters just to get out there, take a chance on yourself.
Take a chance on yourself, man. If you ain't putting no money behind yourself, you ain't serious. You know what I'm saying? This game take a lot of money, a lot of knowledge. There's a lot of cats out there want to mislead you the wrong way, man. But do some studying, invest in yourself all the time. You know what I'm saying? Research, that's the key.
Right. Man, that's dope. Me, you, and Dewey, we came up in a time where we had to go to a studio and make songs. We had to count the minutes, the hours, and go in the JY studio in West Monroe. Dewey, I don't know if you went to JY in West Monroe, but we used to go to JY to go record. So we had to hurry up. And you remember we used to have to rehearse at your house, Z. before we went
Yeah.
to JY
Yeah.
recording studio to make the most out of it. But now
Yeah.
the technology, man, they got it. You can record a whole album on your phone now. They got the
Yeah.
technology. They got Cubase on your phone.
Hey,
So
man,
how
so
do you
much has changed.
feel? How do you feel about the new technology and what's going on with the recording process and how it is, man? How do you feel about that? Do it take away the you know that old fried chicken sound that we had on the record? Do it take away any of the energy out of the record now? The way they can distribute records now?
Well,
How you
not
feel
really,
about it?
because I don't think the new technology is doing that. It depends on the person, you know. But the
Right.
technology has made it so easier now that you ain't got
Okay.
to put too much effort forward, you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, back in the day, we had to grind, you know what I'm saying? We had to get
Hell
on it,
yeah.
you know.
Hell yeah, we had to grind.
You know what I'm
Hell yeah, we
saying?
had to grind. Yeah, we had
Yes,
to
sir.
grind, bro. Remember,
Yes, sir.
you remember that book, Chicken Man used to get us, the business of music or something like Jay used to come up. We used to go with Jay out. Jay on here, Jay Carter on here. Shout out to Jay Carter. We used to go and read that book and get all the sources. And Chicken Man used to say, "Yeah, it's gonna be our year. 91 gonna be our year. 92 gonna be our year." And bro, we had to learn that we had to do that for ourselves, bro.
Yes,
And
sir.
you know,
Sir.
so are you doing any music now? Are you doing anything now?
What I mean, right now, you know, I go to you know, I partner Ray Ray, you know what I'm saying? You know, he don't like to be called Ray Ray no more. Ray, you know, he got his yo, you know what I'm saying? You know, you know, and I go hang out in the studio with him, you know what I'm saying? And you know, he throwing some tracks, freestyle, you know. I tell you a little something, man. It's like, you know, I mean, I probably was there probably last week or week before, you know, but he had some youngsters in there one day. And he told them before I walked in, you know, it's like, man, don't let that gray fool you, you know.
Right.
And they threw some tracks, man, and it was kind of funny to me because, man, I mean, the flow is still there. You just never lose that, man. But it was so much of a credit to me because they got to a point like, can't nobody go behind that.
Right.
I don't want to touch the mic no more.
Right.
You know, bro was sitting on the edge of the pool table just shaking, you know. I come in here with greatness, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that, you know.
Yeah,
so
man,
it's still on, you know.
It's still on. Dewey, you wanna add something? You wanna ask a question, man? You wanna add something? See, could he hear me? Dewey, you there? I think
that audio.
Yeah, I think you froze up. His you know that reception and your stuff. You know.
Yeah, it's all good.
But yeah, man. So we gonna fast forward up, man, to us doing the shows.
Yes, sir.
And man, do you see any youngsters, man, just in the city doing it like we did? Do you think that art of rehearsing, you think that have that left the new artists that they don't even rehearse anymore? You remember all the time that we put in, putting records together, recording, putting the process together. Watching these youngsters, do you think, you know, have they lost that art of rehearsing and putting music together from what you see?
I kind of think so, not to take away from the youngsters, but you know, back in the day, we wrote everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then we went over our stuff, you know, and then when I started recording youngsters, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you ain't finna record if you're gonna mess up, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then, you know, we come back from the days of real to real. You mess up one time, we gotta do the whole thing over.
And the tape was getting bad over time. The tape was getting bad over time. Yeah. So we had to go by reel to reel. And we had to do perfection to it and record and do perfection to it. So we know that the art of the game, and it's like these youngsters, man, they don't want to listen a lot of time. You know, and we respected the game with those that wrote their music. But now you got a lot of what's being revealed in the game now is a lot of ghostwriting. So how do you feel about that respect to ghost? And they saying the ghostwriting is for the sake of getting a hit. So it's bigger than us writing a record. It's about getting a hit. How do you feel about them in that aspect of ghostwriting? though we came from an era where we wrote. How do you feel
yeah,
about that?
ghostwriting wasn't cool in our era, you know.
Yeah, we call it bite. Yeah.
But you know, I know now, you know what I'm saying, it's more so much more business nowadays, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
you know, ghostwriting, because you know, some people might got the look, but they don't got the sound.
Right.
Or, you know what I'm saying, have the ability to put the words together, like, you know what I'm saying, the studio or whatever want them. So that's when they get a ghostwriter, you know. And when they do that, you know, it, to me, it really kind of takes away. Excuse me, y'all, I'm trying to get something out the car right quick.
Yeah,
I know
how you do your thing. Do your thing.
But,
it's real.
But, you know what I'm saying, it kind of takes away from a lot of stuff, you know.
Right.
And, because, you know, we back in the day, you know what I mean, coming up, everybody know that, man. I mean, it was competition, man. You know, it was competition.
Bro. Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, bro.
So we had to do it like that, you know.
Yeah, bro.
And,
we did that. We did that,
yes,
bro. It was a lot going on. Man, I remember when Beeb used to take us do them shows. He used to take us to Bastrop. He took us to Bastrop one time. He took us to Farmable. He took us to a few places. Yeah, do it. You want to add something on to it, man? You want to actually get another question in?
Yeah, you do. Okay.
What was the best project?
What's that?
What'd you say, Dewey? Oh, the best project that you made.
The best project?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this here, man, it's been a lot. I'm finna go ahead. I'm trying to get something out for you. I want y'all to see a little bit in a minute. But the best project, I know y'all got excuse to like.
Exclusive. Hey, dude, he gonna pull something out for us.
Yeah, I'm pulling a big rabbit out the hat after a while. Still going in the dark. I'm going into the darkness, real lonely.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta be going to the dark where it's lonely. Come out to the light, you feel me?
Right.
But the best project, man, that really I had fun with was Cash, man. My boy Cash, bro. May he rest in peace, man.
Yeah.
May he rest in peace, bro. But that was fun, man. I mean, at that point, like, shit, man. Excuse me, for real, I don't know we can do that on here, but no, we were like Dr. Dre and Snoop, you know what I'm saying? You know, we went to the studio every day. We had too much money. If we went to Burger King, we got I never forget, we get a Whopper heavy, y'all cut in half. He get half, I get half. Straight to the studio. Straight to the studio.
That's real. And, Cash was dope, man. I know you remember Cash back in the day. Cash got signed with my boy PJ. He out of Florida.
Yeah.
And PJ put a project out on for him. And it was dope. He was kind of silent. He had that nuance of Tupac, but he came in here with Plug. Him and Plug came to your house. And
that's how it started. That's how it started.
Him and Plug came to the house, and he just stood out over Plug. You know what I'm saying? Plug was cool. That was family. But he just stood out, and y'all just started working together, man. So, but they
came to the door. I met them before then through somebody, but you know, they just did a song and they left. So they came back, knocked at the door. And I remember my mom saying that, you know, somebody out here wants you. I'm like, what's up, man? They're like, man, we're trying to get in the studio, bro, da-da-da. And they just start spinning right there at the door, you know. So I heard them spinning. I shook my head. I said, come on.
Yeah, man, that's what's up. Do it. You got something else you want to add, man? He said you still got it in your old EPs.
Do I still got it in my own ones?
Yeah, you still got it.
Yeah, I got
it. Hell yeah, you do.
Yeah, like I said, I got a few. I got a few. You know what I'm saying? A lot of music. You know, well, y'all know the story about that. Probably a whole different thing. But like I said, I'm gonna pull a rabbit out the hat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Get up here where the light at. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I still got stuff. I got some stuff in the car right now that I listen to. You know?
Oh, okay. What year you recorded that?
Mostly, I mean, it ain't too early in the game. It's like 2000 music, early 2000, and you know, stuff like that. few
Okay.
instrumentals,
Okay.
and a CD that I never put out. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. I
That's
got you.
tough.
I got you. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna fast forward to what you had going on. I remember coming to the house.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
Dewey, he had a digital magazine. He had a digital magazine on DVD. Man, going
hmm
to that digital magazine that you had. What year that you dropped that digital magazine, man?
That was
And you was
2007.
ahead of that. You was ahead of a lot of what people were doing, because after I seen you do it, everybody else was doing the digital. Yeah, that's it right there. That's it right there.
Nobody done it.
Yeah, that's it right there. I
Nobody
remember
done
you
it.
did digital
318
magazine.
Underground Music Movie Documentary. Yeah, this
That's what's
came
up.
out probably like 2000. What? Do you on there, man? You on there? What year that was about? Let me see. It's on here somewhere early 2000. You
Yeah,
remember we did that interview,
Yeah, I
doing?
remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
then we flash forward to 2007. Then the 50 Below drop, the 50 Below DVD magazine. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that was dope. How long did you uh sustain that 50 Below magazine? Because I know we was chopping it up every now and then, but by that time I was in the nation, moving
hmm
around doing the thing, and you took off with it. So how long did you do the 50 Below? How long did the 50 Below stay up?
Let's
Or
see.
did
I did.
times and technology change that you just kind of put it to the side?
Man, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it trill on the show, man. I mean, when I first did the first one, went out on a whim. I went out to the park, Chanel Park, and they had a concert. Young Jock and all them came out, da da da, and filmed the car show and all that. So people really didn't know what I was doing. I just thought it was this and that. So when it hit, that hit harder than just about any CD, man. I'm talking this like when people, I couldn't even get out the house fast enough to print them. I'm make $400 before I even get out the house. You know, I mean, just
Right.
taking them to people, man. Ain't nobody gonna want one; they want two. So
Right.
I knew I was working with something then. So the motion got going and did about I think 3 or 50 Below. Then I did a little branch off with different car shows and stuff, man. But that was real good because it promoted every artist. Free
Right.
promotion, everybody a part of it. Now everybody can get something they can show everybody, and people start coming, saying, this, "Oh man, you made me famous," this and that. Because when it
Right.
got out into the streets, it instantly got everybody's name out there. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
dope.
it's
That's
more
dope.
strength with numbers.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Do it. You got something, man? You want to add?
How well did you adapt to this new age way of making music on computer?
He said, "How did you adapt to this new way of the new way of making music? How did you adapt to it?"
I mean, it really, to me, it really wasn't too much to adapt to.
Yeah.
Like I say, I go to the studio and I sit back in the scenes mostly now. You know what I'm saying? Somebody asks me a question to get in there, da da da. But it's still all the same to me in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I dib and dab, get on something, just like I never left. So
Right. You say you go to Ray House?
yeah.
Yeah,
He
Ray
bought,
did. He did Full Sail. I think he said he graduated from Full Sail.
mhm.
And got his degree in that. So
Yeah.
and I know he, as far as the process of recording, that's dope.
Yeah.
Because it just adding on to what Dewey was saying, man. Because when me, you, and Dewey was coming up, man, you had that good analog sound, and that
Yeah.
analog sound had that warmth to it. But I know now you could take tube compression, you could take that, put that over the record, and make it like it's an old crispy record.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but to
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
it so you patch bay and had it all that stuff, because I used to look at you, I didn't know what the hell you was doing, but you knew, because I was doing house, I didn't know what the hell I was looking at. I just knew we had Dewey, you had that Tascam, damn, with that Tascam, because you had one. Did you get a Tascam, Z? But I know, Dewey, don't you got a Tascam?
Tascam 4-track.
Yeah, I think Taz, you got a 16, don't you, Dewey?
The 16 4-track out of Tesla.
Huh? What'd you say, dude? Oh, okay,
The mini
okay,
disc.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
with the
yeah,
mini disc on it, yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because I
Remember those?
remember them ADATs and you know the stuff we had to carry the ADATs. Now you can email tracks, you know, so the convenience of it is dope, man. And you know, that's the thing that you know technology has, because I still got love for the game as far as the
Yes, sir.
recording process, putting shows together. Hey man, when was the last show you did? As far as you just mentoring young artists? Have you put a project together for any young artists or what? Have you did
Um,
that? Have you put in? What was the last project you put together for somebody that's under us? If you did.
I mean, I mean, I had Foro Mafia,
Okay.
OBC, Original Blunted Crooks, Lil Mama. All them we doing the compliment
Yeah.
compilations.
Yeah.
But I think the last deal, what went strong, we're really strong with it was OBC. You know what I'm saying? Again, they props,
OBC.
Original Blunted Crooks.
Yeah.
And I know, up to them. I hollered at Slug a couple weeks ago. Just hollered at OP from Fort Row a couple days ago,
Yeah.
and but OP and them, Original Blunted Crooks, they kind of stood out. So they went out first, and you know what I'm saying. They started loving it, but I think the last thing, you know what I'm saying, I really ever did, you know what I'm saying, was something like a compilation. Then, like I said, I worked on the album that nobody really know about.
Right.
And
Right.
I think that was the last thing I did. Matter of
That's
fact,
what's up.
it was, what was the name of that album? It was going to be called uh, Hater Proof.
Hater proof. That's what's
Yeah.
up. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Let me ask this. Uh, what do you think happened to break down in Monroe as far as with artists? You know how hard we work just to get recognized and
Yeah.
to really get out the bounds of Monroe. But it materialized to a level and then it just dropped. What do you think it happens to artists that that it don't really translate to them going mainstream and just going out there? Because you did your part as far as putting a record together. Dewey did his part as far as putting records together. But what happened to these artists, bro, from your experience,
Mm-hmm.
that they just didn't make it? Because we didn't. Okay, this is the thing. Me, you, and Dewey, we didn't play with this. This wasn't no hobby. We wasn't coming to
Nah,
Rudy House
nah.
just rapping to be rapping. We wanted to be stars.
Yeah.
So do the young have the same mentality that we do, or are they doing it just to be doing it? Because we even had
Some of them,
Michael
they
guy, we had a few of them come through the house.
yeah,
They have money to spend with
yeah. Some of them just think it's more easy than what they think. You know what I'm saying?
you. Right.
And this game really takes some dedication. You know what I'm saying? It's
It
gonna
takes
take
some
some elbow
dedication.
grease. Gonna take some
Yeah.
moving around, and that's one thing that we lacked, I believe, back in the gap, because our music traveled farther than we did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, we had a couple opportunities, but I used to get calls, man, from Texas. People used to hear stuff in Atlanta and stuff. I thought they was playing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I remember there was one female called me. She had moved to Dallas, and she had my music wave from Louisiana.
Yeah.
And she just kept blowing my phone up. But I ain't really answered too much. You know what I'm saying? Da da da. But then I talked to her. She's like, man, they got y'all. I'm playing y'all music. They dancing to it. They dancing to it.
Right.
So common sense should have said, like, okay, well, they loving it like that. We got a crowd already. Let's go out here to Texas and let's see who we can talk to at these clubs. See if we can rent the club out. Go and do our show, make the money, build up,
Right.
come back, flip it, re-up, do it again. See, then we would have got farther.
Yeah. Because we was doing the underground, we was doing different places,
Yeah.
and just getting out there and just doing it. Dewey, you wanna add something, man, to this, to the discussion? You wanna ask a question?
Something I want to ask OG. What year was that? That you did Homies in the 318 with Hurricane and Jack. And Tony D.
Oh, okay.
Say, what year was that? What?
That you did Hurricane and Jack. Did you say Hurricane and Jack Dewey? What year you did 318 Hurricane and Jack? What's up, Black?
Yeah. Those seats, what it is. Dewey Rock.
What up, man?
Long time,
bro.
big man.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Black. Dewey was asking Z a question. What's up now? Go ahead, Dewey.
What year did he Homies in the 318 with Jack and Hurricane and Tony D?
Oh,
You did 3-1.
yeah, you did. Yeah, the year you did 318 Jack, Hurricane, and Tony D.
You talking about that Time Has Come? That one right there? The Time Has Come? Is that the tape you talking about?
Back in the day,
Man.
with Tony D on it, and the song was called Homies in the 318.
He said a song that was the
I know you're talking about.
Yeah,
I think we came to Bastrop and performed that night, didn't it? That song Tony D had did?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey,
what year was that? What year was that?
that was in 1990 something, you know, Tony D had did that joke, you know what I'm saying? He had just got out.
Yeah, just
Little,
got out the
you know what
pen.
I'm saying? And then it was
95,
about,
96, 97, about 97, something like that.
I think a little bit before then. I think somewhere around 90, 94, 95, I think, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna let y'all know something about it, like, and I'm gonna let anybody watching young artists and things like that. I will say this, man. Stay positive, man. Stay positive. Do your thing, cause don't think it just we now just went major. I'm gonna tell you, like, Scarface and Rap A Lot Records. You know what I'm saying? I drove him right in my Eddie Bauer SUV back in the day. He rode right there in the passenger seat, you know. And so I gave him a few CDs, you know what I'm saying, my number on the back. And so, it was like a whole little thing, he had a code to knock at the door, all this and that. Then when Face was in there with the road manager, when Face came and he knocked at the door, he had a whole bunch of people around him. So boy said, there go the boss right there. So I'm looking at him like, da-da-da. So we go out and introduce ourselves, I'm saying, I'm OZ, da-da-da, everybody introduce themselves. He said, I'm BJ. You know what I'm saying? We spiking each other, da-da-da. You know how his face is, man. We got in the elevator going down. He had a hat on that had some fake dreads on it. And he had on a sweatshirt with some baggy, dingy corduroy pants, man. He was in disguise,
Right,
So,
right.
Hopped in the car, you know what I'm saying? And basically it was just a off night for me, basically, blah, blah, blah. But I was going to put him on the 50 below. But I didn't get a chance to because things were moving so fast. But, went over there, you know what I'm saying? Took him to the club. He wanted to check it out, you know what I'm saying? And I went to the upstairs of the club, and Scarface walking around on the dance floor. I'm looking down on him. I'm like, man, don't even nobody know this face.
Right.
It goes down like that, man.
Yeah,
But,
it does.
Then I think it was the next morning, something like that, man. It was early because I think I was going to work at that time. I had to be working for 7 o'clock at that time, Got a phone call, ring, but I couldn't get to the phone. Couldn't pick up the phone for some reason, you know what I'm saying? I was at, going through the red lights and all that there, so I was stopped at the store. I called the number back. It was the same hotel that I called. That I picked Scarface up. I didn't know the room number, nothing, forgot all that, so it could have happened just like that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just that quick. That's how it happens, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Missed opportunity.
Missed opportunity, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
And he was the president. He was the president of Def Jam South at the time, so I already knew.
Right. What it was.
Yeah, I had plugged Jay and BO with that Def Jam South back then.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
man. But it'll happen, man. It'll happen. You just gotta keep your ears and eyes open,
Hey Z,
yeah.
I remember you had the song, and like I said, I seen you at the Underground performing for the first time when I met Jay Nell. You had your whole clique up there, and y'all was doing y'all thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you did you know, you were one of the first ones too, I believe, that was sampling. I was one of the first, if not the first in Bastrop to start sampling, but you had replayed, I think, Freaky Behavior. I don't know if it was Barcades or something. You had a rap going over that, man.
Yeah.
Man,
I
look,
remember that.
to this day, that track stay in my head, man. That was a timeless
Man.
track. And if
Man.
you were to come back out like now with that same sound you had back then, I think a lot of artists like you were ahead of your time.
Yeah.
And the music that you made, I bet you could sit and go through your library, and a lot of the music you made in the 90s still would be relevant today, because a lot of that music sounds like what we were making back then. But the lyrics you had on that track, it sounds like lyrics that's out today. And I mean, you rocked it, man. I think you was in my driveway, and I made you play that song like 3 or 4 times, man. I was like, 'cause I couldn't believe that an artist in Monroe, Louisiana, had the sound that you had. Because I originally from the West Coast, but I was hooked on East Coast. So when I heard that sound you had, it was different from a lot of the other stuff that I heard, you know, out of Monroe. So it was like,
yeah.
I'm gonna take
Z, that was that Rack Mount sampler you had. Remember that sampler you had?
Yep.
Rack Mount
Rack
Mount sampler. I don't know if it was an ASR 10, but it was that Rack Mount sampler, because I did a record over there at that time. And I came over there, and there was that Rack Mount sampler. What Black talking about? A lot of that stuff
I remember that.
That's cold, man.
Yeah,
man, but you'll be surprised, bro. It's crazy, man, because I mean, it's like, man, every week or something, bro, somebody asks to do some music, man. I'll just roll up playing some of my old stuff, and I know people don't know it. Hey, man, they just out there dancing, what? You know? So I feel what you're saying, Black. I feel what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And Dewey and I still get artists asking us to produce and everything, but the mindset and the mentality of a lot of these younger artists, it makes you wonder, is it worth, you know, the time?
Exactly. And then the attention, man, you know what I'm saying, like that, bro, you know, all of it ain't good, man, you know.
Yeah.
All of it ain't good, but I'm gonna answer another question on that same question. You said the sound was different and stuff, so I gotta give this man his props. Kid Fresh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was in junior high, and our sound was already different and stuff. We were doing it because, like I said, we came when nobody was rapping, but he was in high school when I was in junior high, and I remember cats was telling me, man, this dude that came from California, he's scratching live and stuff like that. So it just a matter of time before we clicked up, you know? And so we had clicked up. I think I seen him walking home one day, and I hollered at him, you know what I'm saying, what's up, Kid Fresh? I know you out there, but he went to the crib, seen him scratching. Then he the one, like what, a year later, something, he brought NWA before anybody that I know of in Monroe was bumping NWA. First, now it was let me keep it real, Jay.
It was Ice-T.
Hold on. Let me keep it real. Yeah, we was on Ice-T. We was on Ice-T.
Yeah.
Too Short really changed the whole thing.
Yeah.
Too Short.
Yeah.
Who was that brought Too Short to the table, Jay?
I don't know if it was Cheese. Was it Cheese?
Nah, the other dude from California.
I forgot.
I don't know Tim McCall, but he kept telling me, I'm gonna bring my boy Too Short tape over there. I'm bring my boy Too Short tape. Like, man, who is Too Short?
Yeah,
hell is Too Short?
With the freaky tail.
Yeah, he brought the freaky tails, and it was a rap.
When I was in Oakland, Too Short was known as Playboy Short, and I used to be over to.
Yeah, I remember that night. Yeah.
I used to be over to his DJ crib, which was Ann Banks at the time. And me and Banks used to be going back and forth on the 1200s, doing out. So Too Short. He was down to earth, and like I say, it was Playboy Short. He had a black album cover with the Playboy bunny on it, and
I remember that.
Yeah,
that's dope.
He was the homie. I just gotta connect with him again, but he the homie. And once we connect, he'll know who I am. But I just gotta connect with that brother.
That's what's up. Hey Z, where did the name Rap Crash Crew came from? Because we know, and now let me say this. We know Eastgate Posse, we're gonna struggle with me and you coming up with the name. We're gonna struggle with that. We're gonna say, I know, did we come up with me and you come up with the name, or did all of us agree that Eastgate Posse? Or how did we do that? Was it
I
us?
really don't remember, so I'm gonna get that one to you,
Okay.
Jay. I really don't remember.
Yeah,
but you know,
appreciate the setup.
But it's that right, you know what I'm saying? It's that right, you know.
Yeah,
but I thought y'all kicked him out the group.
Nah,
who that?
No.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
My bad.
But how did the name Rap Crash Crew come up?
That was somewhere, man.
It was dope, and it was different.
No, I'm gonna tell you. Now,
you know what I'm saying?
Jay, I'm gonna tell you, Rap Crash Crew, and then I'm gonna tell you how Eastgate Posse came. I'm gonna tell you how
yeah, I used to set it up with him.
Ant Banks. My Suge said Ant Banks. Suge was saying Ant Banks. Yeah. What up, Suge? Yeah.
Oh, Suge. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Rap Crash Crew was I think ninth grade or something like that. During the talent show. We were finna go ahead and do a talent show.
Right.
So we ain't really have no group name. And I remember the teacher had asked me, what's your group name or something like that. It kind of happened twice like that. So we just did Rap Crash Crew, but that ain't last long. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret about that name. Yeah. Y'all probably don't know. The actress Monique. The actress Monique.
Yeah.
BET and all that there, fell out with Steve Harvey, Oprah Winfrey. Now, old boy, Perry, he went to Carroll High School with us, you know what I'm saying? He want to introduce stuff. Somebody got that on tape. And you're like, the Rap Crash Crew, they finna crash through to you. I'll never forget it. He went out there and blew up, and some of my people still chill with him. He still remembers, you know what I'm saying? He out there in Atlanta doing good,
Right.
And then Eastgate Posse, I'm about to erase that, Jay. You might came with it because I remember teaching out there again. Then Eastgate Posse, it was me and Tiger beatboxing, and it was somebody else rapping. Big Tiger beatboxing. It was somebody else rapping. Then they introduced us Eastgate Posse at the talent show. That was the first hit.
Right. That's what's up, man. Yeah. That's what's up. Hey, Dewey, you want to add something, Dewey?
Got the chance to see OZ, my boy.
Say what now?
My phone messed it up. I say, but I'm
okay. Yeah.
Hey, Dewey, reboot your phone and come back on.
Yeah, reboot your phone and come back on. You good? You good? Cause we hearing you. You getting it in there. You getting it in there. Yeah. But man. So we just want to reset the room, man. We talking to the legendary OZ. We got DJ Black. You got Phantom J. You got OZ. You got Dewey Rock. Man, we talking with the legendary OZ 318.
I appreciate that for you. I appreciate y'all on that too, man.
For sure.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, what Cheese say? I know how. Hey, Cheese, go ahead and vouch it. Because I think it was. I know I was in the mix with that. I got to get something for the crew. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, man.
Shout out Cheese in the building.
For sure. What you doing nowadays, man? As far as you still kind of remnant in the game. What you doing nowadays? Just currently, projects.
Yeah, man. I'm still, like I said, I was in the studio a couple last weekend, I believe that was, just listen to some tracks, and sometimes we get on the mic freestyle, you know what I'm saying? My boy, I know he got a little underground stuff that I know he be recording it, you know what I'm saying? Right, I know he be recording it. He got something up his sleeve, you know what I'm saying? But right about now, it's like, I dib and dab, I got online business, trendsetters.net. That's TRENDSETTERZ.net. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, put it on my wall too. Put it on my wall too. Your website address. You put it on the wall too when you get.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But it's something, you know what I'm saying. I started, getting into more of the computer stuff, even when I was coming out the studio. You know what I'm saying. And just basically selling stuff Amazon and stuff like that, you know. So that's what I'm on now, you know what I'm saying? I tell anybody, man, y'all look into it, man. It's lucrative, you know, real
Yeah,
lucrative. So,
yeah. Hey, I'm
you know,
gonna chop it up with you on that for sure. I gotta
yes,
get
sir.
with you on that for sure. Black, you wanna add something, man? You wanna add something?
Man, it's just an honor to be in his presence, man, because it's been so long and you did so
Yeah,
much
man.
contributing
Yeah,
to the
man.
Monroe game. And the fact that I know your history and when you came out before all, you know, it's kind of like you guys really started, I set the blueprint, I guess I should say. Because then came the Chill Dogs and all that. But I knew you before the Chill Dogs.
Right.
Man,
You know
I
what I'm
remember.
saying? So, you know, I give everybody their props because the Chill Dog then put it on wax and was
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
radio.
yeah.
But
What's up, Chill?
I could hear the OZ influence in the tracks that they were playing on the radio. So I didn't know
Right.
if you produced some of them or whether
Yeah, he
they.
did. Yeah, he
Okay,
did.
In
I
the
knew I
beginning,
heard your sound.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
beginning,
yeah.
I did, and then you know, the first one he came out on the radio, I ain't had nothing to do with that. But then a
Yeah, the
couple other,
real
Yeah,
thing
the
or whatever,
other,
right?
yeah, you
yeah,
know,
the
yeah,
other.
yeah,
That's when we was recording in the AA Black and Z. You remember the studio Jam and Joe had
At the
at the
underground.
underground, that little the room, because you was recording Chill Dog in that back room back there. And you
yeah,
was doing
yeah,
you was
yeah,
recording them back then. You was recording them back then. And
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So that I remember that part. And you was
Yes,
putting
sir.
something. I don't know if y'all released any records, but on that. But I remember.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah,
doing
oh
some
yeah,
stuff.
man. We
Yeah,
made some
'cause
hits, man. We made
Chill
some hits. I
Dog
remember.
used to come down there and catch us, and he would play the songs that he was working on. He was like, "This
Yeah,
ain't out yet. What you think about this? You know?" He was always,
yeah,
"What you think about this? What you think about this?"
yeah,
And
yeah.
and you're right. The tracks did start sounding more street and gutter after that first. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
bubblegum track is the real thing. It was a radio track that was strictly radio track. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Commercial, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
as he would play
produced
other
that first
songs,
album.
you could hear the gutter. It had more 808. It had more. It was more street and club compared to
Yeah,
bubblegum radio. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
'Cause It
Hey,
took that.
yeah.
It's a real thing. It took it a minute to grow on me as a DJ,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
I accepted it because it was the homie from the road, and
Right.
Yeah,
he was very respectful when he came and brought the CD. Him and Fabian was like, "Hey man, we just need you to get this hot." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then they applied you
Yeah.
a few dollars, man. Hey, I need you to play this next. And I'm like, next? Yeah, man. Hey. And they was dropping $200-$300 bills like it wasn't nothing. So I was like, hell, I want to play Red Man, but shit, I gotta put on this real thing. I want to play Get It Ready,
Yes,
Get It
sir.
Ready, Get It Ready, Ready.
Right.
But hell, I gotta play Chill Dog. And
Right.
so then I'm thinking that's how it got so hot on the radio, that payola, because they wasn't missing with them dollars back then.
They wasn't
Yes, sir.
missing, man. And we used to do them shows at the skating rink. I think he did his
Oh,
real
man.
Boss was the one that produced Chill's first album. And then
Yeah, boss from
we went
Texas,
on- yeah,
OG Style,
Texas. Yeah, Boss from Texas.
OG Style,
Yeah,
remember
I
that
think
group?
I think Mean Green, we was kind of dealing with Mean Green was damn near the gateway.
Yeah.
There was what that radio station that's across the street from the skating rink. He used to work over there, and we used to deal with Mean Green a lot. I forgot K104 or something like that, but I know Mean Green.
Yeah, back in the Gap, man.
That was back in the Gap. That was way back in the Gap.
Yeah,
But, man. Yeah, so we man, we just appreciate you, bro. We appreciate everything, man, you've done for the game. You know, I got love for you, man. We've been homies before the game tied us together. But we've been brothers, and this whole thing tied us together. Hold on. Let me see what she said. Oh, sorry about that, Black.
And
okay, it says the days us leaving OZ House, termite OZ House or Mad Dog House, walking to the Dollar movie every Friday and Saturday. OZ, Chuck, Jane J, Mad Dog, Termite, Tony D, Cheese and Kid Fresh. We were tight like the Warriors, and we didn't come up. And we didn't come up with a name. Dude, the Booker T start calling us Eastgate Posse. That's what that was.
So Booker T did that slam, Jay?
But
I thought you was in the mix with that.
I had to try to put that lie out there, and cheese caught me. That's how
I used to wear that dollar around my neck, $1.10. That's how much it cost to get in the movies.
Oh yeah.
Eastgate movie.
That was dope back then.
Hey, but I'm gonna show y'all something. I told y'all I went in the box for a minute, right? I went into the dark, right? Well, I'm finna blow your mind, Jay. I'm finna blow your mind.
Okay.
See if you can see that.
Okay, let's see.
You know what that is? You can put it like this. You can put it like this.
Man, the reels.
Black, you know what that is, don't you, Black?
Oh yeah. I got one of those. I still got one.
Those are reels.
Actually, I have two of them. Them things worth some money now.
Yeah, man. You got records on them? You got records on them?
This is the beginning. This is the beginning.
Oh, come on now.
This is the beginning.
Look, we definitely finna hook back up, my nigga.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, I remember the interview when we did for the BIA at your crib. And you and I was known for having them long ass fingernails.
I
remember you did the camera. You went all the way up to the camera and you showed them long ass nails. Nigga, I remember everything. I got an elephant mind, bro.
Hey.
Yeah, bro.
I'm looking at one that says MCOZ Doggish. Oh man. I see.
You know the word got around town how you got down. You got around town how you got down, B-Man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Players recognize players.
Yeah.
I see LOD Posse. LOD.
Oh boy, back in the day, me and MCG. Yeah, LOD. You got some of that old LOD? Oh, bro. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. MC Rhyme.
Man, MC Rhyme?
MC Rhyme. Man, we go way back, man. Ain't no telling what's on these reels, but that's the beginning, though.
Yeah,
that's
bro,
the beginning.
Man.
And you got it all.
He got it all, bro.
The whole box full, kept in secret.
That was because I'm wondering how the hell did you get it? I'm sitting there like, we used to be in his room for hours listening to none but artists he produced, bro. Yeah. For hours. And then when we think we done heard it all, he'll say, "Oh no, this is my other group right here. This is my other group right here." So he actually was the first one, I think, that had a record label in the road.
Yeah, he was.
Rap record label, most likely.
Rap.
Just like out of Strop, Dewey had original first label, certified, registered label in Bastrop.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Hip hop anyway, rap, I know for sure. We're nothing but in the midst of legends, and this is a history moment right here.
Right.
Everybody on the panel are legends because we were there when hip hop began in New York, and we took that out and brought it to the South.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It wasn't cool to be a rapper in the beginning. You know, they thought it wasn't cool to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember, a lot of people was, stomping and stuff with the frats and stuff like that. And I remember
that was Joey was doing. That was Joey was doing. But what I did, I just got back from Oakland, and they had a talent show. I heard about the talent show maybe 2 weeks after I got back from Oakland. Yeah. And everybody else was, like you say, they was stomping, doing Black Butterfly. They was imitating Prince and Michael Jackson. Yeah. Man, I went up there in a Kango that I had. In my Kango, I had on a bluish gray Kango. I had on a bluish gray jacket, no shirt, my LL. And I went up there and I rapped on stage for the first time. First person to ever rap in Bastrop on stage. And I ended up coming in third place because they was like,
they never heard it.
They never
Yeah,
they
yeah,
just
rap.
shocked
Yeah.
somebody to get up there and try to rap. You know what I'm saying? When, that wasn't what they were doing then. And then
Yep.
after that,
Yep.
I started working with other people, getting other people on. But who was cold in the game was Dewey and his Stomp group. When I
Yeah.
tell you, them brothers, when you hear Dewey Rocknell was in the building,
Yeah.
them
Yes,
bastards
sir.
to get on the front row. They sat on the front row with their canes, man. Front
Yeah.
row with the canes.
Right,
And
right,
everybody
right.
and all of the girls and the lady, all of them just
Just
checking
going
them out
crazy.
because
Going
there was so
crazy.
many
sir.
of them on that front
Yeah.
row. Then, like you say, when you said that Stomp shit, you took it
Yeah.
all the way back because doing them had that shit on lock. I ain't never
Yes,
told
sir.
him that, but when we used to
Yeah.
hear doing them was in there, we used to be, oh shit.
Say,
You know,
say Black.
we was gonna get up there and show out, but we knew doing them was gonna do their thing because they stomp and they dance. So it was
Yeah.
like they wasn't just
Yeah.
they wasn't just doing that. Them bastards was sliding and shaking and slide this way and
Right.
shake their ass. I'm like, these bastards, them bastards was
Mhm.
cold.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, sir.
Said, and
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna say this is that even when we did shows at Carroll and them different places, man, they had to go and speed up Carroll at first. They just had a first, second, third place just for any of the talent. So
Yeah,
after
yeah.
they did that, they went first, second, third place in rap, first, second, third place in singing, first, second, third place. Man, and the talent shows used to last 3-4 hours. We used to
Yeah.
get out
Mhm.
that bad boy by 10,
And-
11 o'clock.
And it wasn't no parking space. It wasn't no parking space.
It wasn't no parking space.
It was standing room only
We brought
in
home
them joints. Standing room only. You got people
Sir.
standing on that side of the
It's
wall.
about bigger than a
That side of the
concert,
wall.
man.
Yeah, it was
Bigger than
in the
concert.
And
No
they used to
fight,
come in there.
but you know, one or two people may argue, but and one or two people may try to brush up, but it was broke up just like that.
Yeah,
It wasn't nobody got killed. They was
No.
throwing them knuckles and they lost that night.
Yeah,
That was it.
yeah.
It wasn't no
And they-
gunplay, and if it was gunplay back then, that'd be that little joker shooting in the air with his eyes closed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just to disperse the crowd. He wasn't trying to hurt nobody, wasn't trying to kill nobody. It ain't the same.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
glad I
yeah.
came up, and I'm glad we came up when we did, because we actually enjoyed life. We actually enjoyed the art.
You got that
Right,
cheese. You're right. You're right, man.
He said
You're
NWA would have had competition if that sound would have gone commercial. OZ didn't go too much, didn't do too much sampling. I was sitting in that room between a lot of those tracks were made. He went for hours perfecting the track. Then the crew came in and laid the vocal. Hell yeah. Hey, look, that's why my ear got that vertigo in it, because Z used to have that music so loud, because that's what we did. We did that all day long, man. If we wasn't recording tracks, we was looking at videos on Rap City. We was listening.
Hey, I got a question to Dewey though. I got a question to Dewey right quick.
Yeah.
And I know we probably gonna have to have Dewey. We're gonna have to do Dewey by himself, or we interview Dewey. But Dewey, the question I want to ask you though, and I'm probably gonna ask you again when we interview you. Who were the gents? The gents.
The leaders was me. The leaders was the gents really was a spin off of our dance group. And the leaders was me, Compton Holland, Michael Williams, couple more cats from our dance group.
Wow.
Yeah. But
Okay. So it was a dance group. That's why y'all were dancing while you were stomping.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
because I didn't know. Because but yeah, they were cold. And when I was we knew OZ was gonna rock the crowd.
Yeah.
We knew NBA. It's the real what was NBA? Where the party at? East Side. Where the party at? All those artists, all the hottest artists in Monroe. Y'all were y'all were at the underground.
Yeah.
It was daylight saving time.
Yeah.
That was the first night I seen all y'all in one spot, and it was at the Underground, and y'all took turns on stage at the
Yeah.
Underground.
Yeah.
I think
Me
OZ
and
them
B.O.
rocked it first. OZ them
Yeah.
rocked it first. Then I got a little dose of Slayer J and B.O.
Yeah.
And then NBA, Said and Martin them got on there. Where the party at? East Side. Where the party at? West Side. And man, when I tell you, that had to been the dopest lineup of the independent artists in Monroe ever was at the Underground that night. Because I remember when we thought it was time for the club to close, he was like, "No, it's 2:00." They took it back an hour, and we turned up one more hour in there. Now I know you remember that night. OZ was leaning on the speaker, man. OZ was rapping, leaning on that speaker. He had a verse, and he was spinning that verse, and he wasn't gonna let nobody cut him off. He leaned on that speaker, man, and he was
man.
I was like,
man. But I'm gonna say this, man. Produce a lot of music, but I'm gonna let y'all know. A lot of y'all don't know, like I was saying, a lot of major artists, famous artists, they got a lot of music, man. And I don't know how I'll say like Rick Ross, Push It to the Limit.
Right.
And we never even heard of Rick Ross. I think I had come back from Atlanta and got the studio back rocking, so I had produced that. I had produced a song, Push It to the Limit.
Right.
And I sampled, I played the piano out at there. I just sampled that Push It to the Limit. And at that time, you remember Jay, I used to change cars. I drive my sister's car, one car, then I had my other car. Like he say, pushing the wheels 3 at a time,
Right.
But I had, time I made the track, I probably had one person here at that time. It was a female, but it just disappeared because it makes so much music, right?
Right.
And then years later, he come out, Push It to the Limit. And I go back, man, met Master P, couple songs right there, you know what I'm saying? I don't just saying the artist took it, but you don't know how they got it. Maybe the producers gave it to them.
No, I mean,
something,
Yeah.
That's what they do because the homeboy of mine said he got took like that with Mystical with the Boot Camp Click song.
See,
we were gonna rap on the Boot Camp Click. He gave it to us. The song was gonna be called 9mm.
Yeah.
And I was dealing with Tim Smooth because I went to school with Tim Smooth.
Yeah,
Tim Smooth was dealing with, rest in peace, Tim.
I didn't know that.
Mystical was dealing with Tim. So we met DJ Cool, which was Tim Smooth's DJ and producer. And we let them hear the 9mm track. And they took that 9mm track and turned it into the Boot Camp Click. And that's why it's the last song on Mystical's album. And never got props for it. Never got no royalties, never got nothing for it. And that was one of the hottest songs on the damn album. Out that Boot Camp Click. The last track on Mystical's album was produced by Cedric Boogie Chappell. And like I said, he gave it to us as 9mm. And he had sampled KRS-One. Had to put him down with the 9mm. He had that tip in there with the beat from the Boot Camp Click. And we called it 9mm, but he let them hear it, and they took it, replayed it, and didn't give us no props at all. And it was made on the ASR 10. So
man, it was Wild Wild West back then, man. Z, man, bro, it's a lot, man. We appreciate you, man, for coming on, man. And
we definitely gonna connect. You got the friend request, so add me in, man. I'm in the A right now. I'm in Atlanta, so whenever you down this way, you got a place to stay, man. It's all to the G. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've been planning on making a trip out there, man.
You have your own room and all that.
Peeps out there. What's up, Termite?
If you want to get in the air, just holler at me, man, and I push some buttons here and there to get you in the air, man. So.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
Get you in the air to do that, man. We appreciate you, bro. We didn't want to hold you too long, but we wanted to hold it. We wanted to hold a legend, and man, just
I appreciate y'all for even saying that, man. I appreciate y'all saying that, man.
You that, bro. And we just
much love.
Yeah, we need you to come on, man. We be having some interesting topics on here too.
Yeah,
so
man.
If you see a topic you feel like you want to chime in and give some knowledge to this lost generation out here, Feel free to come on and say,
Man.
hey, I'll tell you why they doing this. I'll tell you why the women doing that. I'll
Yeah,
tell you why
man,
the
I
guys
mean,
doing this.
Yeah.
that's one of
And
the
we
things
always,
I do, man. I study a lot, man. I'm studying now as the podcast on, morning, night, a lot of wisdom and knowledge now, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, Suge. Appreciate it, Suge. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
appreciate you. Man,
Yes,
appreciate you.
shout out to
Appreciate you for
DJ,
that,
man.
Yeah, man.
Cool cat. Seem like cool brother. Very knowledgeable.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
should. We
man.
go way
Yeah,
back.
sure.
He went to
Oh, man, we
California,
go. Yeah,
He went to California during the high school days.
Yeah, so
He was in California. He from California.
Yeah, he
in
went to
Cali
school
now.
with us. He went to
What
school
part?
with us. San Francisco, I think. San
You San
Francisco.
Francisco? I
Where
used
you at,
to go to San Francisco all the time.
Suge, you in San Francisco? Okay, he'll hit it up. But yeah.
Yeah, he hit us up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, I used to catch the BART from Oakland and ride over there to San Francisco. Used to go to Chinatown.
He in Sacramento.
Chinatown was off the chain. The aquarium in Chinatown, bro, you can make a whole day out of that shit.
Shout out to you. Yeah, Chug in Sacktown. He in Sacktown. Yeah, he in Sacktown. He from Monroe, but he in Sacktown right now. Sacramento.
Sacramento?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just left Sacramento in December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just in Sacramento visiting my people and things in December.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, that's where it's at. It's just high as shit out there, man. That gas, $7 and it's hard for an indie to really make it. I don't give a damn what they say. It's hard for an independent artist or independent person like yourself that's doing your Amazon shit. If you gotta drive and deliver, that gas don't give a damn whether you independent or not. That gas high as hell. You ain't gonna see no $3 gas, man. Look, that shit was sick all damn day.
He said all damn day. Yeah, man.
Dude.
Yeah, Matt. Yeah, bro. Yeah, it was crazy. It's crazy. What Mad Dog talking? Mad Dog. What Mad Dog talking about? OZ? He said that was me cutting out the half. Oh hell yeah!
Price movie.
So this one of our homeboys, Black from Eastgate. He used to go in the paper and cut out the coupons, and that's how we got inside the movie. Or you go to the screen, and they'll open the door so some of us can slide in and get in.
Oh yeah.
That's shit we used to do. He was a reader.
Hey.
He would read the Sunday paper all the time.
And dude, we used to in Oakland, we used to be at Eastmont Mall, right? Eastmont Mall. That's where the movie theater was in Eastmont Mall. Your day was already planned. You knew you was gonna be up there by 12 o'clock to catch the first movie. And then you hid behind the curtain in every other movie you wanted to watch.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
as soon as you get out of that one, you go running up, you get behind the curtain, you stand up for about 30 minutes, sit down. And then you ease on out and go sit down and watch the movie. When it's over, you go into the next theater or something you want. You walk through the hall, you see another movie you want to see, you go hide behind the curtain for another hour.
Hell yeah. Hey, but y'all know that was live back then, bro. Ooh, in Monroe, the Dollar Movie, man, Saturdays were live back then, man. We got dressed to go to the Dollar Movie on Saturday, man. So
it was dangerous, dangerous too, you know.
It was dangerous, man.
Boys. Yeah, with the brass knuckles. They don't know about them brass knuckles.
Yeah, them y'all boys. Yeah, it was crazy.
Them brass knuckles. And then if you didn't have brass knuckles, you made sure you kept you an 8-ball bottle. So if somebody came on
man.
They don't know about that.
Mad Dog, you know we used to sneak in the door like J mentioned. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's for sure. Man, Z, appreciate you, baby boy. Man, when I get back in the city, I stop through there and visit my mom, man. We're gonna go through.
Yep.
And, we'll chop it up, man, and make it do what it do, man.
And whenever I'm back that way, I'm gonna start hollering at you. So when my peeps out making errands, running errands, I can always just come holler at you for a couple of hours. Yeah. Do lunch or something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But whenever you in the man, just hit me up. I'm gonna shoot you my number and everything, man. Hit me up.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna try to get out there this summer. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
But y'all, I appreciate y'all for having me on, man. My phone getting low, but I appreciate y'all for having me on. You know, much love to y'all, man. Everybody that tuned in, spam, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, you know.
It's all love, man.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Out. OZ out. Third Felony Records, Eastgate Plaza. You know what I'm saying? We
Yes,
out.
sir.
Much
Yeah,
love.
Appreciate you, man.
Hold it down.
Later. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was deep. That was deep.
Yeah. What's up, Round? What up with it?
Hold on a minute, Jake.
Yeah. Hey, we just want to, man, just a shout out to OZ, man. Everybody that's watching, man. Mad Dog, appreciate you. Cheese, appreciate you. Suge, appreciate you. Man, for shout out to you, man. And we gonna keep doing this, man. We bring it. I already hollered at Chill Dog. He down with it, and he gonna come on, man, and holler at us, man. So y'all, when Chill Dog come on, we gonna let y'all know. We're gonna have Candy Rain. Hopefully, that's the lineup that we're trying to do, man. To bring people on, bro. And we appreciate everybody for just for coming on. And we're gonna keep this thing moving. Yeah, man. So tonight, man, we finna just get into it. I got that business. I got that. Yeah, we're gonna reset the room. So we right now, man, we had OZ on, man. One of the legends, man. We're doing the 318 dissection in the podcast. We're doing the 318. We had Dewey Rock, but he fell off. We appreciate him in his participation, man, and everything that he did, man. So we appreciate him, man, and for doing.
We're trying to do this every first Thursday with the artist, but we may end up doing it every first and third Thursday because we getting a lot of feedback from it.
Yeah.
A whole lot of pioneers that was artists in the late 80s and early 90s have been hitting us up wanting to tell their story. So we may do it every other Thursday, but right now it's every first Thursday.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Because I know I need to get Rufus Edmonds, which is Icy Roo. I need to holler at my boy Techno. To show love to the Strop City pioneers. That's why I said we gotta do Dewey Rock. Even though he part of the panel, we still gotta do him. Ant, Gat, Gangsta Gat. You know what I'm saying? So it's quite a few. And I want to see if we can get the guy that they was talking about, Jack, that they were saying Hurricane that Dewey was talking about.
Yeah, he from
Hurricane. I want to go back and get those because they were out during the early 90s, right before Dr. Dre and them broke the scene also. So that's why I said we may have to do it every other Thursday. The first and the third. First and the third Thursday. So that's gonna be something that I think we need to look into, but we're gonna see how it go. Because we still gotta get Rodney the Boss. You gotta get Beats How You Want Them, Raphael. It's just a lot. We gotta get Chill Dog. We gotta get BMC. Devastating them. I want to look out for Lunatic. Candy Rain. I wouldn't mind getting Jam and Joe on here, you know what I'm saying? But Candy Rain, what's the other singer out of Monroe? The singer? Griffin.
Anitra Griffin. Anitra Griffin.
And then there was a girl named Erica that used to sing.
Then what's her name? Signer. Jam and Joe. Didn't Jam and Joe sign her? Yeah,
I did a track for Erica though. I did a track for her.
Okay.
But it's we just gonna shine the light on 318 legends, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
As we turn the page, we want to get into you have a photo of the discussion tonight for the speak on the discussion.
It was logged in on the
can you show it as we talk about it?
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me see.
But we just know that the divorce rate is high and marriage is at an all-time low in the Black community. And we want to speak on why are the marriages low? Are people opting out of marriage? Do they not see the benefits? in marriage?
Yeah.
Do everybody just want to be single where they can just do them and be without the marriage headache? Because
Right,
marriage
right.
can take a lot of work, and you it's a lot of work.
It is.
So if you're not willing to put in that work, a lot of them is opting out, because a lot of women, it worked back in the day because dad was the breadwinner, granddaddy was the breadwinner. And but today the women are making more money. Some of the women making more money than the men. And to be without that headache, they're able to take care of themselves. They're able to hold their own. So then the question be like, why do I need a man?
Right.
You know,
Right.
so but when they ask that question, it's destroying the family unit as we know it. So, you know, it's kind of a catch-22. We understand that, you know, and then women being independent more today, they feel they can say and do, and they're comfortable with saying and doing what they want to say and do.
Right. Right.
Whereas our grandfathers, great grandfathers, and most of our fathers were respected. But in today's time, women feel like they can say and do what they want because they don't necessarily need a man. A man today would be something they want. So they feel like they don't have to, you know, bow down and give him the respect, you know, that mama gave, or that grandmama gave, or that great grandma gave. So so now a lot of them saying, well, I don't need a man, you know. And then you know, they coming up with all these different little devices that they can play with and put down there, which is making a lot of them think, why do I need a man? You know.
Yeah. It's yeah, man. That's what we're doing, man. I think that
you can remove the picture now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do. Yeah. Do that. That's what's up. Yeah, we there. But yeah, man, it's a thing, man, that we think we got something going on and we really don't. Because you cannot replace a human being, regardless of how we feel about each other, the disappointments. You can have a toy to get pleasure off of, but at the end of the day, you need somebody.
Yeah, like I said, when they was talking about the toy, the rose, the rabbit, the bullet, but at the end of the day, that rose, that rabbit, that bullet can't pull that hair. Can't spank that ass. It can't get back there and spank that ass. You know what I'm saying? So sexually, they feel like they have it covered, but it's something about the flipping, the turning, the feeling that's in the sexual act that I feel is irreplaceable. But women being so masculine and want to do what they want to do, they are settling and mentally hyping up that sex toy because they don't want to deal with the discipline that comes with being with a man.
Right. Well, Chanel said, what are the benefits of marriage? What's the benefits? You being married, what's the benefits, man? What you think what you know of experience, what's the benefit of being married?
Well, number one, 2 incomes is always better than one. That's if your mate is working. You have companionship that's in the home without searching. Like if I want to, let's just say I want to hook up with Chanel, and she busy or with somebody else. Now I gotta wait. I gotta scroll through my my contacts to see can I find somebody else if I don't want to be lonely tonight. It offers companionship. You know, somebody to be with when you just alone, you know, you're able to chill. So they're there compared to I'm on somebody else's time. you know.
Right.
Then if you have kids involved, you guys can get to raise the family. You know, so it's quite a few benefits to being married. And then like if something happened to, like they say, God forbid, if something was to happen to the person you're dating or seeing, and you guys got your finances together as far as insurances and things like that, you got the insurance. You guys create a will, you got a will. Whereas if you just dating and casually screwing, none of that really comes into play. So marriage has its advantages as well as, I guess, some disadvantages because it's not you anymore. When you're married,
Right.
it's you and your mate. I can't just go out and say I'm just gonna stay out with the boys and hang out at the club and stay out till 5 or 6 in the morning without an explanation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of us like that freedom. And
Right.
so a lot of people run from marriage because they don't like the discipline that comes with it, I feel.
Right.
You know, it's like you have to you grown, but you have to answer to somebody. It's like you compare a mother to a wife and a father to a husband, because you owe them explanations for what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be out tonight, and you got to make that phone call. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of what some people see as a disadvantage. But then the woman who was raised up in a good household, where the mother taught her how to serve and respect the man of the house, she looks for that. So we have women today that still looks and longs for the man of the house to be submissive to a man. You still have that, and a lot of cultures teaches that.
Right.
They teach that. We just don't teach it anymore or exercise it here because we really expressing our free will over here.
Right.
Sexually, you know, everything. We're content with our free will over here. So yeah, other cultures actually bring up women into serving their man, into loving their man.
Right. They say, oh, so we get what she say?
They got shitty ass men. Well, that's true, because then they're shitty because they're not being raised by respectable fathers. So it's a lot of them out there, especially now. If you jump out there, if you jump out there now dating, and I gotta admit, because I was against it for a minute, but I gotta bow down. Dating today is hard as hell. If I had to just jump back in that pool today to date, it would be a very, very, very difficult task because I'm set in my ways. I'm kind of more on the traditional because my people were well respected in the community, and I grew up with them respecting each other. And so that's all I'm gonna ask for and request from mine. I have to be respected. But a lot of women these days don't feel like they have to respect a man. And that's where the tradition gets a little shaky. But I'm more traditional, and I like what I like. I'm gonna accept what I'm gonna accept. And I'm cool with saying bye. I'm cool with letting go. So yeah, the women of the day don't have much to choose from. Majority of the men gonna already, either, if he ain't got no wife, he got one that he's dedicated to, and he already have a side waiting that he's seeing, and he have a potential. So the average man at least have three women today.
But you got to look at also. You got a lot of good men out here that don't have nobody. You got a lot of that's not necessarily true. You got, again, the statistics. 50% of men are childless, and this not just black men, it's just across the board. a child, single and childless and middle class. So you got 50% of the men that are that way, and these are good men. And these ain't necessarily, these are not men that are ugly men. It's just these particular men don't have children and they childless. They may see a woman here and there. I know just being single, I regret that I could say that I regret that I didn't get married earlier in life because it's difficult out here to find someone that you can settle with, be with, and you know what Lauren say? Okay, you can settle with and be with, and somebody you could just chill with. It's hard, you know, out here because social media done messed up a lot of mentality, the mentality of the women. A lot of them, not all. So I'm not speaking on all, but a lot of women out here, they have an unrealistic view of life, and they saying it ain't no good men out here. It's good men out here. There's some good men out here. It's just those men that are good you don't want, and that's gonna dog you out. So the statistic is, even dealing with children, 16% of the men make 80% of the babies that's in society. It has always been this way. So when you have that pick in that pecking order, it's gonna be somebody that's gonna miss out. But in Atlanta, I think in Atlanta it's a 17-to-1 ratio of women, 17 women to 1 man. To find them a compatible mate because it's fierce competition because there's not a lot of men.
I need you to post one or two of the statistic links. Yeah, put them in the chat or you know on the page. But yeah, a lot of the women, like Chanel say, they respect the respectful a man that deserves the respect. You know what I'm saying? Then they can tell when you're a beta male, when you're a weak male. So a lot of women, especially our women, they get off with that mouth. They love to talk. They power they feel like they have. A lot of them feel like that power is that mouth. I look at a lot of the social media posts, and a woman will say, "Oh man, my mouth. He was this and that, but my mouth." And it's like, are you getting paid for your mouth? Is what I say. It's like when you reach a certain age, I'm gonna say when you 30 plus. When you 30 plus, having a mouth ain't worth a damn. Having a mouth makes you look ignorant when you 30 plus, and you got a man that's working hard, trying to get you to the next level or get you all to the next level, and you can't wait to say some shit you heard Cardi B say in a rap song, or some shit you heard Lotto say in a rap song. You can't wait to say that. Right.
Yeah,
and like you say, beta men are not weak. They just different. But there are a lot of beta males that I've seen women talk to crazy, and they just stand their ass up there and take that bullshit.
No,
so I'm going by the ones I see.
Beta males, the way beta males are not they're not weak men. Beta males, they just display more of romanticism. A alpha male is the one, he come in, take charge, do this, do that. The beta male don't mind, you know, following whoever the lead is. He'll come in, fall in line, follow instructions. But a beta male is not. Beta male is not necessarily a weak male. Beta male is not a weak male. It's really called an omega. That's what it's called. Is an omega is the one that don't have no social status. But a beta male is the one that's subordinate to the alpha male, but he has some social standing, but he don't mind playing the back. So, and he's the one that you can he'll open the door for a woman. he'll pull the seat up for a woman. That's what beta males do. So what Lord say? Beta males are weak, period. He said bullshit. It's not your job to fall in line. It's not your job to fall in line. Adam fell in line and see what happened. Lois crazy. Lois is crazy.
No, that's real. When Adam decided he want to fall in line, look what happened.
Yeah.
According to biblical.
Right. He said alpha males. What did alpha males should seek an alpha male woman? Ain't no really. Well, that's up for debate on the alpha male because there's no such thing as that. But beta male should seek a beta woman. Let me see in the social standing. But based on the social standing, Lawrence, that's what a role of a beta male is. He will play the back. Yeah, he just naturally he'll just follow instructions. Yeah,
and you know what? A strong black woman
called real crazy. Ain't no such. That's right. There ain't no such thing as an alpha woman. It's not in social standing as an alpha woman.
But you know what though? A lot of strong women, they'll vouch for that alpha male because they want them. I mean, they'll fall for that beta male because they want majority of things their way.
All right. Let me go on the social the hierarchy status and define what it is. We're gonna look at it for what it is. All right, go ahead, keep talking. Go ahead.
Yeah, like I say, you could tell a strong woman that stands up and defends the beta male because majority of the things gonna go her way because he laid back. It's like whatever you want, baby. Well, should I take $200 or should I take $1,000 off the account and buy me a dress? Whatever you want, baby. That's that damn beta male there. The alpha male gonna say, "No, we got bills."
Right. It says types of male personalities. Beta male personality qualities is collaborative, an introvert, your average mister. Omega male personality qualities is eccentric, kind of nerdy, laid back. A gamma male personality qualities are adventurous, fun-loving, relentless. A delta male personality qualities are aloof, resilient, and private. Now you have a sigma male. Now the sigma male is like a lone wolf. He know how to play the back. He got strength. He know how to mold in and be a chameleon to different social settings. He don't necessarily like to be in a social setting, but he can be inside of that social. So he can sit there. He may not want to be there, but he know how to play his role. And that's what a sigma male is. So it's different. It's not necessarily that he's weak. It's just that beta male, he just collaborative. He's an introvert. He's to himself. That's that average man that's every day that's walking up and down the street that women really don't want. That women want is the alpha male. The alpha male is more assertive. You know, he's more take charge. He come in, take charge, take stuff over. That's what he does. That's his personality.
Well, the women of today don't want that because they want to do what they want to do, when they want to do, how they want to do. So if you stepping in there trying to tell them what to do, they grown.
Yeah.
And you know, so the women of today, a lot of them, not all, as we say, but a lot of them don't want no alpha male because they don't want to be told what to do. They don't want what they want to do to be altered by him voicing his opinion.
Right. It would say stop it, not true. Let's see. Strong, equal, loud. Beta male is just more laid back. Let's see. We said beta male is just more laid back. More laid back in the cut. That's what a beta male is, but it ain't necessarily a weak individual. That's what that is. Now it says a alpha male is more self-confident, outgoing, and enterprising. You know, he go out and you know he gonna go out. He's self-confident. That's where everybody flock to, not just the women, but everybody flock to that type of person. He said you attract what, and that's true. You attract what you put out. So that's real right there. So we can look at it, and you know, within that standing. So a lot of people, they looking at marriage, you got a 50% divorce rate. Why do you think people are breaking? Why do you think marriage is breaking down in society, that people just don't want to be married? Some people marry for business reasons. They benefit more by staying together and moving the family forward. Some people can stay in a marriage. They don't love one another, but they do it for the sake of the children. So what is it that you see in society that's the breakdown of that?
My thing is with the overall marriage thing, I feel like women don't like being more women don't want to be submissive because it's so much cheating. They done been cheated on, they'd have been lied to, and they just don't want to be a part of it. They like, if that's the case, I'd rather be to myself, you know. And so they choose to opt out of the relationship status. And then a lot of them fail too because they're living together before they're saying I do. And kind of like, why purchase the cow if you're getting the milk for free? Submissive, meaning letting him lead. A lot of women don't because it's hard for women today to find a man to lead. So they feel like if they have to go out there working, they're making their own money. So being submissive, they feel like submissive means they have no say so. That's what they think the definition of submissive is. But it's really just you bring your idea to the table, you share it with the man of the house, and you guys decide. And if he's a good leader, he decides. You know, a lot of them have the last say so. So it's not that your opinion don't matter. It's just that if that man's a good leader, you bring your opinion to the table and you guys discuss it.
Right. That's true. I just want to add on to what Lauren said, is that alphas lead the pack. Show me any pack led by women, only in human society. In all animal kingdom, the pack leader was a male. In all animal kingdoms, when they took over.
No, show that, Google that or something and show it. When you say that, they want to see numbers.
Okay,
that's a lie.
What's up, Pooh? Yeah, so okay, that's a lie. But we're gonna look at it for what it is. The action or fact of accepting, yielding to superior force to the will of authority of another person. Okay, so we gonna deal with the animal kingdom, and we can deal with how society is. So this is what we doing. All right.
Yeah.
The man is the natural leader. The man is the natural leader. The Creator put man as the natural leader of.
And listen at the stage. Women leading the pack nowadays, and you see how it's going.
That's true. Hey, but that's true because of how society and how we as men have been. We've been lacking. You know, you got individual. You can speak on an individual basis. Let me see. What did she say? A lion pride is only protected by the male. The women do everything else. Okay. What else do you do? If he do the protecting, what else do you do? Okay. And don't want to, but have to, especially at my age. Okay. Yeah. So you forced to get out there with single parents. So we understand from women that's taking care of their children, they done dealt with men that walked out and left them and they got to take care of their children on their own. They have that attitude. So I understand the place where you're coming from, but in nature, the man leads the pack. What is that? That's submission. And that's it, Lawrence. It said the lion pack is only protected by the male. It's supposed you need protection. The woman do everything else. What do the female lion do? The female lion go out and hunt, but it does its support and its protection by the male to feed its children. Okay, I'm talking about lions. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A male should indeed lead the pack, but they don't. Yeah, the lions do lead the pack, but I understand what you're saying as far as males. I understand as far as males because of what society has done to us and why, you got the homes of single families, single mothers. So we understand your attitude and why you think, the man, you leading the home and take care of yourself and your children.
I think these women are finding these weak ass men because for them saying, and I see this all the time on those on the social media posts on how weak a man is and how he ain't doing this, and y'all you picking the weak ass men. I mean, I don't know whether y'all going after money. I don't know whether y'all going after looks. I don't know, but there are good, strong men that are leaders out here. Y'all just settling for these little broke, hustling ass niggas. Whether they giving you good sex, whether they tricking, I don't know. But I don't hang with weak males. Right. So I don't know what y'all, what type of men y'all running into. But I see that so much that it's limited men to choose from. Right. I think you're fishing in the wrong pond because there are a lot of good, strong men that are leaders that can provide, that can be that male, that man
but they're not what they looking. They are not physically what they're looking for. Man, when you got a conversation, Black, of who gonna pay the tab, when it's a lead conversation of who gonna pay the tab at dinner, that's crazy to me because naturally, as when we saying who gonna pay the tab, you or the man or the woman. If I'm going out to lunch with somebody, with a woman, I'm gonna pay the tab. Even if she take me out, I'm still gonna pay the tab because that's how we was raised.
That's how we were raised. But today the women are different. Mm-hmm. They want to take their man out. I see a lot of statuses that I already saw that say, and a lot of them saying men need to be treated this way too. Men need love too. Men need a day out where the women pay everything now too. So it's different.
Right. Well, Lord say, he said it, man, I'm not starting up paying everything. That's such that's real. That's real. But paying for dinner, because
I preach to a lot of the guys that come to me and a lot of people in relationships that come to me, and I preach to them. The way you start off in that relationship is what you need, is what you're gonna have to do to keep up that relationship. Mm-hmm. My first date, I think we went to Wendy's or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take you to 5-star restaurants, with that Copeland's and all that stuff. Where the stuffed chicken wings are like $15-20 damn dollars for about 4 or 5 of them jokers, and then $24 for 4 or 5 stuffed wings, and then I still ain't got my meal yet. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I don't do that. You gonna like me for me. I ain't never been no trick, and ain't about to start. So we did, I think, either McDonald's or Burger King or something, and her sister worked there, and hell, we got that shit free.
Right.
I don't do that. Then I think when we graduated, we went to Applebee's, and it was a two for $20.
Right.
So hey, I don't rock like that. You gonna like black for black, not cause I'm out here tricking. I don't do no tricking. I ain't paid for no cat. And ain't about to pay. And then you get these guys that say, well, if you dated her and you bought her something to eat, that's tricking. Nah, I was hungry. I wanted to get to know her. So I picked a setting. I take my homeboys out. If we finna talk business on doing a show, we go out.
Right.
And we sit at a table. We order food. Yeah. We talk.
Yeah.
So all that tricking, nah, that ain't paying for it. If I want it, because I buy shoes, backpacks, shoes, school supplies, and all that for the teens and things that don't have them. I need them.
Mhm.
So when I take a lady out and I'm trying to get to know her and I want to go to, or I ask her where she want to go and we pick a place that we both like to eat at, me paying for a $25, $30, possibly $40 meal is not paying for Cat, because just because I'm sitting down, I'm trying to get to know her. It ain't about the sex with me, because sex is
Right.
on any corner. So I'm not paying a woman or getting her in, let me buy her some expensive food in hopes of getting sex. No, I've never done that. If I take a woman out to eat, I'm trying to get to know her in a mutual setting. I don't want her at my house. I ain't trying to be at her house, and I ain't gonna be just parked up in a park because they shooting and doing every damn thing else now. So, what he say? He'll pay for it. He pay with the whole. Hey, I
Yeah,
ain't paying for it.
Lord's crazy. Yeah, Lord's crazy.
No,
Man.
I'm
Lord's
cheap.
crazy.
Anybody,
Yeah,
and
Lord's
like
crazy.
a lot of my posts are saying now, anybody who know me, know I'm cheap. And
He said he
give
going
me,
to the library. He going to the library. He take it to the library.
to me, paying for it is when she tells you gotta pay before you late. That's paying for it. But if I'm taking somebody out that I'm trying to get to know to a dinner and a movie, and sex is not on my mind, that's not paying for sex. I'm trying to get to know that person to see if I want to do the sex, if I want to take it to the next level.
Right.
So all those guys who say, man, if you bought her a hamburger, you was tricking. If you bought her a hamburger, you paid for sex. I mean, that's how they look at it. But me, on the other hand, every woman I talk to or take out to eat, I wasn't trying to sex.
Right.
I want to see if what they're saying about you is true, and I want to see if you fit in with my cycle, because I'm a funny acting person. I got ways. I'm stuck in my ways. So a lot of them wouldn't make my cut. So I'm not thinking sex. I'm attracted from when I see you, and I'm gonna take you out, but we're not finna go do no warehouse. We ain't finna do no Red Lobster. We ain't finna do no whatever the most expensive restaurants are. I'm not doing that. We're gonna go 2 for 20, 2 for 25, 2 for 35. You know.
Lord say he said, I'm not paying to get to know her. Give me what I man, Lord's crazy. So you just got Lord's crazy, man.
Oh yeah. But if I want to get to know somebody and she's worth me taking out, and like I say, she's not coming to my house.
Right.
I'm not doing the social media thing.
Right.
We're gonna go out and we're gonna go to a reasonable restaurant. But a lot of guys want to jump out and they go into the most expensive restaurants where they walk out of there spending damn near $200, and when they leave the parking lot and get the lady home, they never see her again.
Right.
Or let's just say the job cut him and he not able to keep taking her to those extravagant 5-star restaurants.
Right.
Then it's a problem.
Right. He said, "Sound good paying at the whole. You save a bunch of time and money."
But when you have that time, because my time is valuable, and if I'm gonna be with somebody, I don't look at the time that I spend with them as wasted time. I look at it as me getting to know that person, and me sitting in a neutral environment where we're vibing, trying to fill each other out. That's very important to me, because I'm not just gonna, if it's somebody I'm thinking long term with. Now, what Lawrence is saying is right if it's somebody you just trying to stab. Now, I ain't talking about the women that you just screw and move on. I'm talking about somebody that you thinking about making a potential partner. When I'm speaking, that's what I'm speaking on. We all have those one-night standers and the ones that do their thing. That's why I say, no time is wasted.
Right.
I'm just trying to get to know who she is. Is this somebody I want to invest money and time in.
I
So-
think I failed on not to cut you off. I think I failed on taking them out because I thought that's just what you do. It didn't matter what restaurant you went to, this, that, and the third, because I thought you see that coming up. I saw it coming up. Men took women out to eat. And I didn't look at the caliber of restaurant or anything like that. It's just what we did. You know what I'm saying? But on the flip side, because we talk about that, and I was like, man, I thought, I take one girl I took out. We went to a play. I took her to different places. We did Copeland's. I didn't think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't. It in the end, it didn't pan out. But
Right.
I didn't look at it as me paying for something. I'm looking at. I'm taking somebody out.
Exactly,
that I like,
and that's what
and
that's
I
what
wanted to
Chanel
go-
just said.
Yeah.
So the mature mind don't look at it as you paying for cat, because like I say, everybody I go out, it's getting to know each other over a meal.
Right.
Everybody who you go to the movies with, you ain't trying to screw, but you have some guys that's all on their mind, and that's what they
Right.
trying to do. But
So-
you
so
also
you-
have some, it's
so-
just combo and a meal.
So do you think that should be communicated? Like Lawrence, he having a point. Do you think that should be communicated up front that they should, hey, this is what it is? So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Copeland's have some high ass food. So any
Yeah, they do.
place that have high ass food is considered a 5-star restaurant. You could probably Google that. See, is that a 5 or 4-star restaurant? It's not Burger King. Anything that's not Burger King, McDonald's, what
I
is
know
it?
I know my bill was $1.50 for the food, so it was right at $1.50 for the food. So it was up there as far as Copeland. But I didn't look at it as, I just look at taking her out. I like quality stuff. At the time I could afford it. I like quality stuff. I wanted to take her there and do the experience. We went to a play, in the whole gamut of it. But when you explain it, how we talk every day, I
Right.
didn't look at it that I'm tricking or anything like that. So, but
Right.
in the end, she married somebody else. So I guess I
At
didn't
the
win.
end-
I didn't
At the
win.
end, yeah. Mine is an interview.
Right.
Mine is
Copeland not
interview.
5-star. Yeah, Copeland not 5-star.
Yeah. No, I didn't say Copeland's was. I just know Copeland's hot. Whether it's 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, you ain't finna go get no 2 for $5. You ain't finna go get you ain't finna go get no goddamn hamburger and some fries for $4.99.
Right.
You ain't finna get that. You know what I'm saying? So anything where you spending over $80 for both of y'all to eat,
Right.
you
Yeah, it's a
So,
3 out of 5. It's a 4 out of 5. 3 out of 5. Out there.
yeah,
Yeah.
whatever it is, it ain't no burger joint.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Say all that sound. Would you say, Lawrence? All that sound good. 150. I could have gotten what I wanted and be gone in 15 minutes.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
and you have brothers, and you have
That's true.
and you have brothers that do that. And just like I was telling you on a previous podcast, right now all you need is a damn a 3.5.
Yeah.
You don't need but 2 blunts.
Uh-huh. You say you paying folks for the interview, Lord. It's getting
Oh
deep.
yeah. If it's something that I feel like I'm gonna invest long term in, I'm gonna investigate it. I'm gonna interview it. Now I did, like I said, you have your tricks where you do your little 15-minute and you do your things like that. But yeah, I interview mine.
4 out of 5 in reviews, not stars. Okay. All right. You said 4 out of 5 in review. So it's an all right restaurant. We're gonna say that, Lawrence. It's an all right
Yeah,
restaurant.
and you paying money.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gonna pay.
Yeah, and at the end, she married somebody else, but I didn't feel slated. It just I enjoyed her company, she enjoyed mine, and it just didn't pan out, the way it was. So it is what it is on that. So, but you got some women now that that's what they do. They getting a free meal. Some of them a lap up to you just to go get a free meal, and then Degotia, whatever.
It wasn't that
like
many,
you,
Lawrence.
like
I'm a
you say.
player. Wasn't that many.
How many? Let me see how many you done. How many became long term?
Oh, I got a
Okay.
good track record. You can ask Jay. I got a good track record. Never been a simp. But I know what I want, I know what I like, and I'm gonna do what I do. So if I want to know somebody and I feel like going to Chili's tonight, I might hit them up and say, hey, I'm about to head to Chili's. If you ain't doing nothing, hit me up. They hit me up, we do Chili's. So, it is what it is. And if you got it, you can do that.
Right.
And like I say, I pay for my niggas to come eat with me. So it don't matter.
Right.
I pay for my homeboys to eat.
Right.
Shit, I pick up homies all the time, cousins all the time, and say, hey, I'm finna go to Monroe tonight. I'm finna go to Shreveport. Let's go down here and eat. Whether we go to what's that buffet? In Shreveport, and then they got it in West Monroe now. That we ate at after the wedding. Who?
The Corral, Golden Corral.
Golden Corral. It don't matter.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Everybody can't do what I do. People try to do what I do and get kicked out their house. So don't try to do what I do.
Right.
Don't, because you can't stay and do what I do. So just stick what's in your range and your league. But you have women that's one night stands. You have women that's jump offs, and then you have women that carry themselves in a way where you feel like, hey, she deserved this, she deserved that.
Right.
So and I believe in treating a woman the way she treat herself.
Right.
But if it's something for me, she gonna like. If it's something I know I like, she gonna like me for me. Right. It's not gonna be because I'm paying rent. I'm paying her damn bills. I'm keeping gas in her car. I'm paying her electric. It ain't gonna be because of that. Cause I'm gonna be like, well, shit. If you can't find it, let me know. And if she asks for 50, I'm gonna give her 20 or 25. I never pay the whole bill. Right. So it's rules to it. You know what I'm saying? Now that brother that when she said, "Ooh, I owe $150 on my light bill," then you go in there and send her 200. You the simp most of the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could be labeled a simp. Now we're not saying you a simp, but the wrong woman can misconstrue that as you being a simp.
Well, what if that woman say, hey, whoop the woo, I need to, could you loan me? And y'all got a relationship like that. And she say, man, I'm in a tight, could you loan me 200, pay my light bill, and I pay it back to you, and she pay it back to you. Is that simple?
No, because she paid you back.
Okay. But if you ain't really getting nothing out of it, and you just giving it just to be given, what if you giving it and you got it? Is that simple?
Well, Lil Wayne said ain't tricking if you got it. Right. But that depends on what woman you talking to.
Right.
Because the wrong woman to take that to say, shit, I got a trick, and he ain't getting nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't getting nothing. She gapping them legs for somebody else, but he paying the bills and keeping gas in the car.
Right. What he say? He say, well, Lord say, I'm going to simp because I'm not sending $200. I'm giving $200 once I arrive at the Lord's crazy. Lord's crazy.
Hey,
man.
He not of the nation, is he?
Nah, Lord's just crazy. He just
okay.
Lord's crazy. That's what he do, and that's my homeboy. Lord's crazy. That's all.
Yeah, but no. Lawrence is right. Lawrence is right. Everything Lawrence is saying, let me clear the board. Everything Lawrence is saying is right for the type of women that he deal with.
Right.
So he's right. For the type of women he deal with, and women fall in different categories. So for the type of women that it sounds like he deals with, he's right.
Hey, so what do you think it'd be? Do you think men don't really know how to choose it, and they get mixed up with the wrong type of woman? Do you think they don't have the skill in choosing the right woman on who they can do that for, doing good things for, and they not looked at as a simp? Do you think they just lack that awareness on who they choosing as a female?
That
Say if you
and it
say
depends on the type of female you are dealing with. You can do
right,
the same thing you're doing for one female for another female, and she'll love you to death, praise you, tell her mama, daddy, sister, cousin, the whole world about you. But then you can do that same thing for another woman, and she'll say, "Girl, I got this nigga tricking on me.
right, and
I ain't gonna get
doing
nothing."
it.
So it's the type of woman that you choose to deal with.
Right,
It's that mentality of that woman.
right.
Is no right or wrong about it. It's that mentality. That's why they got them songs, them blues songs that saying I was doing the right thing for the wrong man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So right thing for the wrong woman. So
Right.
it's like it just depends on which type of woman you get. And and the dating game is a gamble altogether. It's a
Right.
gamble altogether. And you just gotta be willing to get out there and do what it do.
So, do you think dating ruined the ruined marriage, the prospecting for marriage? Should dating have a objective to it, or should people just aimlessly date one another? Do you think just aimless dating ruined the prospecting for marriage? Because you going out with somebody, you ain't going out with this woman just for nothing. You see, okay, this vibe and you good. It want to be an end result of what you're doing. In the nation, we call it courting. But as far as dating, just aimless dating has it ruined prospecting for marriage.
And like I was thinking about back in the Gap, Big Mama used to use the word, and she used to say courting, okay,
right.
Which I know is courting.
Yeah.
But Big Mama and them came up under courting.
Yeah, courting.
Courting, that she called it, but courting. Okay.
Yeah.
And I never understood what she was saying because I thought courting and dating was the same thing.
No, it was.
No, I'm saying growing up as a teen.
Gotcha, I got you.
And early adulthood, is that who you courting is what she used to say. Now, I used to think it was, is that who I'm dating? But I learned later, like recently later, that dating and courting are two different things. Courting is involved with someone with the intent of getting married, of being together, of making them a life partner. Whereas dating, you're just getting to know a person and you're trying to decide if this the person you want. That's what dating is. I'm with you now. The physical attracted me, but I don't like your conversation. The physical attracted me, but I don't like your mindset. I don't like your laziness. It's like you're filtering that person. I don't like your body count. So that's what dating. And then dating went to another level when they decided to move in. And as Big Mama used to call it, start shacking, which is getting the milk without purchasing the cow. Mm-hmm. And that's what I feel declined.
Yeah, marriage.
The initial decline of marriage. Then when the women start getting jobs, having more opportunities, and all of that, and being cheated on, cheating being at an all-time high, like I said on the thing, and watching other people go through divorce, a lot of people like, I don't even want the headache. But they're not taking the time to love themselves.
Right.
Because when you don't love yourself, you're gonna always look for love.
Right.
But yet they want to say, I don't need a man. I'm this, I'm that.
Right.
But they end up still sleeping with Joe, John, and Harry.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, and all of that contributes to the decline in the marriages. Being cheated on, number one. Women gave their hearts to men that they thought were true, and they ended up getting messed around, heartbroken, and that heartache a motherfucker.
Hell
You
yeah.
don't want to keep going through that damn heartache. And
Yeah.
so, and with social media, that also contributes to the decrease in marriages.
Mhm.
You know, and the increase in divorce. Social media. And then people say, well, no, you can't blame social media because if she or he didn't want to do it, they wouldn't do it. Yeah, but temptation is a mother.
Right.
You know, all us can say we this and we that, but do many of us know? Everybody's not strong-minded, which I had to learn. I thought everybody can just live like me. In order to be in a happy relationship, don't do unto the other one that you don't want them to do unto you.
Mhm.
That's what I thought.
Right.
But then everybody like, but it ain't that easy because you know when the relationship get rocky, and you got Sheila in your inbox and she got John in her inbox, because of social media, that makes you less, and because of dating and not courting,
People don't want to fight. They don't want to fight for a relationship.
they don't want to do what it takes to repair that relationship because you feel like you have options. But what our women are missing is you have options for sex.
Sex.
Any man out there, whether he's a 1%, whether he's a 40%, whether he's a 3%, he wants sex. It's easy for a woman to get sex, but will he be there for you when you need him? If your house burnt down today and you needed somewhere to stay, will he open up the doors for you and your children or for you and your child?
Right.
So anybody can sex. And because of that, that's where the women started, I feel, they started exercising their sexual freedom because they feel like the man gonna cheat anyway. And all the good men with somebody. So either they married or they living with somebody. The other men are
Again, it not to cut you off again, it's good men out here. It's a lot of good men out here. But when them good men don't come in packages that you want a lot of times. Because I've been around women that will say this is a good man. He's everything that I'm looking for. I'm just not attracted to him. But the one that dogged him out, he got somebody else. She crying over somebody that belonged to somebody else. And
women want what other women like.
And this man, he's everything that she needs, but she don't want him. I've never understood that about women is that they would bypass a man. They pray for this man. Lord, send me a good guy, this, that, and the third. And he popped right up. Everything that she want, treat him good. But when he come in, she don't want him. And I've heard plenty of women say, girl, he a good guy. He just ain't my type. But the guy that you want, that other women want, he destroying you, hurting you, and now it ain't no good men. So I got to disagree that it's good men out here. It's just the good men are the ones you just don't want. And that's just how it goes.
They're not attracted to him?
They're not attracted to him. And these men go to work every day. These average men go to work every day, take care of their business, pay their bills, credit good, do what they do, pay their, you know what I'm saying? Do everything
a lot
that
of
you
them,
want.
A lot of women are beginning to accept those guys now. You ain't seen it yet.
But the thing is that you accept now again. This not anecdotal. It's just I don't want it. Just from what I've seen, is that they accept them guys when there's no other options. They accept them guys when the guys that they wanted probably got with them, hurt them, and they done that enough. Now they coming with a guy that's average, and she got all types of issues because she got hurt by the guy that she wanted but didn't want him. So now you got what they're finally getting with this guy, but you don't got it all together. You say the women say the same thing. They say men don't want good women because she ain't in the package like Halle Berry. That's true too, Lawrence. That's true too, Lord. But the thing is, like you said, didn't you say this earlier? Or it's said that men control relationships, women control sex. Men control a relationship, women control sex. And that's true. A lot of us as men, we bypass good women because they may not look the part, but we're not crying about it. It ain't no good women out there. We just go find what we can find.
No,
And that's what we're doing.
I have to agree with Lauren. I
ahead.
do see statuses where men say it ain't no good women, but
It's
he's
good
mainly
right here.
saying that the women that do look decent, that do come in a cool package, are hoes.
Yeah.
They lying. They sneaking. You know what I'm saying? They can't be trusted. They got 3 or 4 guys in their DM, 4 or 5 guys that they texted, 3 or 4 that they getting money from.
Yeah. Lawrence, wow.
So
yeah,
that's when you hear a man say it ain't no good women out there, that's what he talking about. He tired of them lying. They body counts high as hell. They disrespect them. They don't respect themselves. So that's what he's saying. And then the women that have the jobs, feel like
he said, I'm saying the same narrative that you all use, that they can use it too. That it ain't no good men. That
and I was explaining to Jay, and I was explaining to Phantom why men say it ain't no good women. Besides, they don't have the package, because it's a lot of women that look good, a lot of women that's fine, but hell, they hoes and used up.
Yeah. But I just seen a lot of men, man. I just seen a lot of men with some women that you know, that they attracted to. And you know, others may not be attracted to them women, but they attracted to them and love them to death. You know, they may not have the body like Halle Berry or these women with figures, but they love them to death. Got children by them, you know what I'm saying? And they love them to death. So a lot of times,
at the end of the day, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Beauty in the eye of the beholder. But with a woman will hold out. A woman will suffer by herself if she can't get a man. Because men are kind of settled. Men are settled. They just don't want to be by themselves. But a woman, man, will be by herself. A good dude can, and a lot of them good dudes be friend zone. What she looking for in a man, a lot of them is her friend. They been friend zone. What she looking for. And then she would tell her friend and console her friend. Good, you'll make a good boyfriend for somebody. Don't say that about yourself. You'll make a good boyfriend for somebody. But he like, what about you? Then it's a whole different mix if he try to choose her. But she try to say he's good enough for somebody else, but not good enough for her. And you see that a lot. So you can see that in our women, that they think different than men, because men, they gonna settle up with something. It may not be something we want, but I done seen plenty of men with some women, some big women. May not be our flavor, but shit, that woman got 4 or 5 chilling by this man. This man love her to death. I know a dude right now. He, you know, she may not be everybody's flavor, but he got 4 chilling by her right now, and he love her to death. So, I mean, it is what it is. Who are these women y'all meeting? Don't you have that much experience? And are we sharing from personal experience? No, we just speaking in general. It's stuff that I just seen.
A lot of times on the podcast,
a
lot of times on this podcast, I speak from worst case scenario.
Yeah, and I'm speaking from what I saw third person and what I didn't witness third person.
Yeah, a lot of times I speak from the worst case scenario. I try to pull out there and make sense of it. Right. But beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah. And a lot of women are going for that 1% or that
You're right.
14%,
You're right.
and
You got
they
it.
already taken. Or if they're not taken, they know their worth and they're treating a lot of them like shit.
Right, right. You're right. You got to be balanced with it. You got to be balanced on both ends. So it works on both sides, though, because both of us, male and female, will pass up somebody good. And sometimes, when at the end of the day, we'll miss somebody that's good for us, and it'd be too late sometimes. It'd be too late for us sometimes because we chose the other option, and it just didn't happen the way we wanted to happen. So, but that's real too. That's real.
But like Anastasia said earlier, it's a lot of women are opting out because they've been traumatized from being in relationships.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The toxicness. They're like, good men boring.
Yeah, that's true. And a lot of them say good men are boring. But you got to look at it. If you marry somebody in your life and you marry somebody, it ain't always going to be fireworks every day. I've talked to people that been married, and they said, sometimes you like that person. You're going to have periods where you got an up and down period in the marriage. It ain't always fireworks. It's boring sometimes. Sometimes you don't want to be around that person. Sometimes you want to do it. Sometimes you don't want to do that. So it's a mix of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a mix of it. He said now we not we taking accountability. Please, okay. Tisha, he say seek therapy. Okay. Yeah, Lawrence off the chain. But yeah.
Lawrence feeling good. I need some of that. He either smoking or drinking. I need a little.
Right. Yeah. Lawrence off the chain.
Inbox me on me. I need to see what the hell
he off the chain. Oh, you ain't seen his post. When you get on this page, yeah, he's been to jail about 10 times. Been to Facebook jail about 30 times. So he go to Facebook jail every month. He gone. So, but yeah. So
they say they boring. That I blame him for that because she shouldn't have got with him if he was boring anyway. But on the same note, you gotta know your mate. That's where those little that's a good thing, but still, I'll like send some of that energy to my inbox. But that's a part of life. That's where those meals, that the meeting to sit and talk to get to know that person come in at. You need to learn the person that you call yourself in to try to make a life partner. Mm-hmm. That way you don't fall into that. He's boring. He can't keep up with my sex drive. He's not what I want. That's where the dating come in, because you don't want to jump up and marry somebody and then 2 weeks down the road, or 3 months down the road, or 2 years down the road, you find out they're not your cup of tea.
Right. That's right.
So the dating game, like I say, is hell out here now for the dating game. And with people going through the living with them process from dating and moving in, and a lot of people marry and they say, I done been married. I don't want that no more.
Right. Say these black, these men just not the same anymore. That's why so many
podcasts about relationships. Yeah, and I hate that. I hate that for y'all. But society has produced a lot of sorry ass men. Bottom line, they didn't come up under the rear and strict rules and laws that we did, and that the people that the men before us did. Mm-hmm. And I think probably we can actually say the men right after us. So it's like y'all that's 25 and under, 30 and under, shit, y'all out there, y'all the men, the women the men.
Yeah, it's rough
The
out there
women,
for
men,
young. Yeah,
you
it's
know,
rough for
them the
young.
ones that's dropping you off at the corporate office, keeping your car, playing video games, Madden with his partners until you get off, and
Right.
that could be 15 minutes late picking you up from work.
Trying to
But
finish
that's
the
what y'all
game.
have to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
That's what y'all like. Cause he looked good. He got a little pacifier in his mouth. He got the cornrows in his head. He wearing
The
the
beard.
pants hanging off his ass. He got the Jordans on his feet.
The beard.
And that that's
The
what you
damn
like.
beard. Yeah.
Shit.
That damn beard. Yeah. Uh-huh.
What you say? He got the beard.
Yeah, that
He
damn
he
beard.
got the
Them
Rick
tight,
Ross beard.
them
But
tight
he
ass
ain't hitting
pants
on
they
shit.
wear. Yeah, them tight ass pants, but they ain't hitting on. And get mad.
Yeah, they got the
And
little
and if you say,
Migos.
yeah, if you say something to them, they ready to kill you. You can't
Then they
say nothing.
asked her to go buy him some game, get him some game or some Switzer so he can roll his little weed up. She gotta buy it though.
Right.
If the 3.5 $40, he asking her for 20 when she get off work. You know, they
Yeah.
taking care of these men though.
Right.
And they ain't trying to
with it.
marry him.
He said, y'all hate them brothers winning.
Yeah, they winning. They winning out there. We ain't hating. We just describing what they want, what they got. I'm talking
He said
to
they paying for
Pastor.
They not paying for interviews. That's real. Let's see.
Yeah, we did. Hey, that's what they like. We just saying what they like now. But I was referring to Anastasia. She's like,
she said she gonna date someone in their 40s. That's what
I mean, hey, on the cool, if she wants somebody who's gonna be
stable,
a gentleman, if they wasn't raised right, if they wasn't reared right by a real man, I came up in a real household with a real man as head of the household, it's gonna be hell.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be hell. So you're gonna have to do what you're gonna have to do.
Right.
If that's what you want. But a lot of women are settling for that, and that's what's making them more manly because the guy is not manly.
What Lord say? He said, "What about their 50s?" He said, "She cute." What about the men in their 50s? He said, "Right, because some 40-year-olds act immature as well."
Right. And like I said, and that goes from a lot of them probably came out of single parent homes where the mother was the primary custodian.
He said that he's tricked. Yeah. But anyway.
Hey, this gonna end up being a matchmaking podcast.
Nah, bro, Lord's crazy. You just gotta hit the ticket and keep moving. Man, Lord's crazy, bro. No, I'm telling you what he is. And I'm 27. Dudes my age.
And you know what? A lot of women feel just like that. Mm-hmm. They do not date in their age range. Yeah. They're going 5, 10, 15, 20 years older just to find a real man.
Yeah, I know, Lord. I know. Yes,
true. They like we did a podcast similar to that. The station that you missed, and you need to go to the YouTube and scroll through it. But we talked about why are so many younger women dating older men, and we broke it down, with the Tay Diggs and the April, Marcus Houston and the woman he's married to. We had like 4 or 5 that we were discussing, but it's a going trend now. With women, they want to go 40 dating 20 and 50 dating 25. But like she say, them 25, 27 men are immature. So all she getting is sex. But like Austin said, and I keep bringing this up on a podcast because that was the first time I ever heard him say something like that. He was saying, but men have those sexual enhancement pills. So if she just want a hard penis, the older guys can do that too. So it's like I say, it's hell out there in the dating world right now. And for the women that's looking for a man to lead, that's 30 and under, I'm gonna say 30 to 25.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard finding that in her age range because they're not reared up the way the 70 and 80s babies were.
Yeah.
The 70s and 80s babies came from that old school generation where the men was out there
whooping your ass,
making that money and beating them boys' ass. They had us out there working.
Shit. Yeah, mowing lawns.
Had us out there digging ditches.
Yep.
They had us out there pouring concrete at 16 years old. They had us out there cutting squares of grass and putting it in wheelbarrows. They had us out there getting wood for the fireplace when it didn't rain, and you picking up a big old oak stump, putting it on the wheelbarrow. Them men from the
60s,
50s, and 60s, put the 70 and 80 babies to work and taught us what it was to be real men. It's a few of them. That's very few 80 babies and 90 babies. That's 80s and 70 babies. That's immature. You can probably count a few of them, but most of them on their shit, and they know how to raise complete a family.
Right.
They know how to be there for a woman. They know how to raise a son and be there for a daughter. So they know how to do that. Now some of them may opt out of doing it because of things they dealt with in the past from toxic women. But a lot of the 70 and 80s babies, as far as raising their children, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the single parents. I'm not gonna put that on the man.
But even during that time,
that's where your single parents came from. The 70 and 80s babies created the single homes. Is it safe to say that?
But you had single parent homes in the 70s and 80s. It's just them parents had help back then. Them parents had their family, they had the street, they had the neighborhood to help raise their children. I know with me, though I was raised in a single parent household, man, I had the neighbor next door. I had my aunties, kill mother.
That's the village.
That village whooped my ass, and then I got my ass whooped from my mama after the village to whoop my ass. So if I wanted to do some dirt, you know what I'm saying? Even when we had the neighbors next door knew not to do nothing in front of my mama or knew not to do nothing in front of my aunts because they gonna whoop their ass and then they gonna tell their parents and their parents.
That's the village.
So the village grew up during that time in the 70s and 80s.
The village died out in the late 80s, early 90s. Right. And that's the village died out. And like I said on the previous podcast, the village disappeared when the men start touching on the little girls and vice versa, touching on the boys. That got rid of the village.
Right. We stopped. He said, "What stopped the village? What stopped the village from correct man? Because the women didn't want nobody saying nothing to their children, and they didn't want nobody saying nothing to their. Because if I had a child right today, and they over Black House, man, my mother used to say, whoop his ass if he get out of line, then tell me because I'm gonna whoop his ass."
Right.
And
you can't touch a child now.
You can't touch a child now, and women don't want the child can be running all over the stove. I seen one child, man, pull his pants down, just pissing all in the stove. The woman didn't do anything. She got mad at the manager. They had to put her out. He said, I remember in junior high, grown men picking up little girls.
Yeah.
That's true. That was going on
They
too.
they didn't want the age group. We all saw that.
Yeah, yeah.
But like we say, that's all was part of the village breaking down.
Yeah. He said, oh, okay, see, is the village fault? Is it the village fault? The village stopped the village. That's true. You had some
Yeah,
old
it was
morons in
a
there.
number of things that stopped the
Yeah.
village. But the
Mhm.
main thing that stopped the village was when that parent say, "Don't you put your damn hands on my child."
Right, right.
That was the beginning of stopping the village because we weren't able to correct the neighbor's child. You weren't
Right.
able to correct the neighborhood child.
Right, right, right.
And
That's
so
right.
when they stepped up and started saying, "Don't you put your damn hands on my child," you better not put your damn hands on them. When they
Right,
said that, that ended the village right there.
right. That's right. That's right.
So now we turned a blind eye and we just telling people what we saw. Man, they
Right.
went over there and they broke in Miss Johnson's house.
Yeah.
I seen them going. I called the police, but they took forever to get there, and that was Sister Sadie and them son.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But they stayed out of it. But back in the day, they would say, "Boy, what you doing over there? Get out them people yard." Now
Yeah.
you say that, they gonna tell you to go to hell. Then they gonna tell they mama or daddy that you said something to them, and they gonna be ready to fight. So,
That's right. And or recording and posting on Facebook. That's true. That's
what
real.
they doing now. They gonna
They
record it
post on
now.
Facebook.
On Facebook. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nobody stopping nothing. It ain't dealing with me. So why should I worry about it? That's the mentality of the new breed.
And then these youngsters, they coming about gunning for you. They coming with guns and killing your family. They don't want you saying nothing to them. You say, and then they cry about ain't nobody, I don't got no mentor. But you're killing the mentor. Somebody say something to you, try to correct you. You don't want to hear it. So now it's resentment. And then it's this ageism. You too old. You can't tell me what to do. I do what I want to do, but you misguided.
You're not my mama. You're not my dad.
You ain't my daddy. You ain't doing things at
and that also is the reason why marriages are down too, because you have these single parents with these children that they can't control, and then that man, he'll have sex with her all day. He'll come in the back door and beat her down all day. Yeah. But when it comes to him stepping up, taking on the role as a step parent, a lot of men ain't not with that.
Right. That's true.
A lot of men not with it. And so that's another reason why marriages are down. So, and why it's not a goal, because men sitting back looking like, when I take on this family, you know, I have to take on her and her kids.
Right. That's
and if she half-ass respecting him as it is, why should he marry into that? Right. But if the sex good, just keep on beating her down and leave, and it be what it is. Put the kids to sleep before I get there.
Right.
That you know, that's what it's getting to.
That's real.
You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna reset the room. Man, we just want to thank everybody for coming out. Man, we getting ready to land this plane. Man, we had legendary OZ. We started the 318 Legends tonight, and we're going to keep it moving. We starting the first Thursday of every month. I think we're going to go every 2. We're just trying to pilot it right now. Man, we want to thank everybody for coming out, for commenting. Lawrence McNeil, you crazy as all that though. We got Jimmy. Jimmy Winfield is an actor, man. So he does his thing, Black. He's an actor. He acted in a couple commercials and some movies. My homeboy, I went to school with it. What's her name? Advance. Yeah. Thank you for commenting. Chanel, thank you for commenting. All those that commented, we appreciate you. Lotus with the emoji. Yeah, so thank you for commenting. We appreciate y'all for everything.
Nastasia said she wish it was on Wednesday. It used to be on Wednesday.
Yeah, it used to be. Yeah, we had to move it around based on working on some schedules.
Availability.
Yeah, availability. So we appreciate you. We finna get ready to land this plane. I see that runway. What you got? What's your closing remark, Black?
I just feel like once that cheating die down and more respect, people start respecting each other for who and what they are, Stop painting the red flags bright orange. Accept people for who they are. I think dating and courting would go a lot better. That would increase the marriages. But I just feel like with women being hurt and men being disappointed is what got that doesn't have marriage as a goal like it used to be growing up. I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna have 3 kids, and we're gonna live in this house. The marriage is out of it. Women are saying, "I'm gonna get me a house, and I'm gonna have me 2 kids." You know what I'm saying? They leaving the marriage part. A lot of them leaving the marriage part out.
Right.
But the traditional woman is finding it hard to find a good man, what they consider a good man, somebody to protect, provide, and be there for them. So, like I say, it's hell out there, and you have to probably get out of your dating, I guess, class, your age class to find someone to date. You have to find somebody that have that traditional, because a lot of the world today, they go with what's present. They go with the trend, then what's now trending. If it's poly, that's trending. If it's homosexuality, that's trending. That's what a lot of them going with trends instead of saying, hey, if man and woman married with children work for 300,000 years, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it type thing.
Right.
But people get bored, and television and social media pushes things on us, and a lot of people are curious and they want to try different things. I understand that, but accept the consequences that comes with that, which means you may not find traditional love. You may not find unconditional love. You may not find love as grandma, great grandma, or if your mom and dad had a great relationship, you may not find that today going the other way. So that's what I feel like that happened to the marriages is not to some it's still a goal, but then a lot of the ones who say it's a goal likes the wedding and not looking forward to the work that it takes to put into the marriage. They like the dress.
Yeah.
They like the
they don't want to work.
They like the showmanship. Mm-hmm. They like the accolades. They like the everything that comes with the wedding. But now when it's time to work on this marriage, they sitting there like, I can't, why did I even do this? Yeah. So it's hell. It's hell out there now, man. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. Like Big Pill say, rough. But yeah, that's a decline. I just feel like more people need to accept people for who they are and bring love back. The lust is not working, and they're cheating at an all-time high. It's just it's a difficult time right now to be dating and courting. That's all I'm gonna say. But that's how I feel about it. On your closeout, what you think?
Man, I just want to, I just know what, and I got to bring God into the equation, is that what He set up, it works. And God give us our own free will for us to work it, because He gave us our free will. He loved us enough to let us exhaust our own foolishness. And we're seeing that our own free will is kind of destroying us. And I hope that we can get back to the basic tenements of family, marriage. I'm always going to be for that, because at the end of the day, everybody needs somebody. Because when you get 70, 80 years old, 60 years old, and you in that bed by yourself, and you don't have nobody, and you may not be able to take care of yourself, you ain't going to think about no lust. You ain't going to be thinking about running to this and fro. So it's about right, or it's about survival. Who you gonna have in your life when you get down, you get sick, and you need somebody in your life to help you. who you gonna have there for you. So that's what I look at, man, and that's starting with myself. You gotta find somebody that you can settle and find the best parts of them that can really help them and show them love. So I just want to thank everybody. I think about
Tastasia seems like she's more into the traditional
right.
Love than following the trend, because the trend right now.
Yeah, God let us. Okay, since you got all the answers, I'm gonna let you do it. Since I gave you free will, and you see him, the way we doing it is bringing us hell, is bringing us sadness. He set things up and he tell us no for a reason. So with that, man, we want to thank everybody just for being a part of this. Black Land is playing.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody that came onto the post. Chanel, Tastasia, Lawrence, Crazy McNeil, Tommaso, which
Jimmy.
is Do It Rock.
Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah. OZ. Yeah.
And we're gonna keep it going. It's growing. We're gonna keep it going. Go to the YouTube, check out the videos. If you see something you like it, share and subscribe. But yeah, we're gonna keep it coming, man. Speak on It podcast. It's happening, so we might as well speak on it. And tune in next Thursday night, same time, same channel. We out.
Peace. Out.